But yeah, we're going to try to get in here and get Triple J gameplay going. Never did get that. Got a little bit of sub bonus. Nothing serious. We had to cut our last stream a little short. No big deal. Maybe do some streaming for Fairy. I did offline grab myself Nate Robinson, since I had that debacle trying to shoot threes with Wilt last time. And what's funny is I was able to shoot a few threes with Wilt in that gameplay. It's kind of comical to me. But yeah, just hopefully everybody's doing well. Let's see if we can get some good. All right, I'm trying to get the sound alerts going here for us. See how that goes. See if I can get Wisebot cooking here too for us. No big deal. Yeah, I'm curious about Triple J here. We mess around with Lanier. We didn't advertise much on Lanier. I don't know if anybody really likes him. It seems like most people don't. Exchange rewards. Yeah, we got a few exchange rewards. Not really worth mentioning, though, to be honest. I think it was Bibby and Middleton. Bird, Luca. I mean, might come in handy for limited or something down the road. Season rewards. Who did we add? There he is, Jaron Jackson Jr. Still need Bruce Browen. Oh, Kelly Oubre Jr. I forgot about old Kelly Oubre Jr. He's over here. Let's go ahead and open up some of these packs. I totally spaced that. We got Oubre and we got Nate Robinson. So let's get Oubre going. There he is, Oubre Jr. I've heard this is a decent card. It's nice to have another Phoenix Suns player in case there's some Phoenix Suns requirements later, right? It's always nice to add some decent. But yeah, it looks like we got this sound alerts going too now. You guys have to let me know if sound alerts does anything cool. All right. Nate Robinson. I heard this is a fun card. He's going to be way too small to use, but it's a fun card. Another New York Knickerboxer. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Try to let. So bear with me. By the way, if you guys don't have a Turtle Beach headset for your Xbox or PlayStation, and you're in the market for a headset and it's in your price range, I've got the mid-level Turtle Beach, and it's fantastic. Battery life's been good on it. The only complaint is that the the pads for the ears, they tend to wear in a little bit. I kind of like had 1 year off, 1 year on, and I kind of molded the ear pad a little bit, and I didn't realize it was doing that. Outside of that, man, it's been great battery life. A little bit heavy on my noggin. It's actually pretty nice. I like the Turtle Beach. Yeah, just checking in here, see who else wants to join the stream before we get started. Catching this on YouTube, we stream, we enjoy it. We got to get going with something a little more specific for YouTube, but we like putting it up on YouTube so that way folks can have an opportunity to catch these streams later on. So that way they're not all by them. That way if they miss something, because they don't stay up on Twitch for very long, I don't believe. I think 14 days is all they allow me to do. So I'm just getting some alerts out there. Hope everybody's doing well. It's either really late or really early for you, or it's the evening, depending on where you're at. So I hope that everybody is enjoying themselves and having fun in life, regardless of your situation. And I hope everyone enjoys our stream. We're trying to be a little more diverse too with what we have for content. Let me know. Let me know what y'all want to see. I'm open to play other games too. Right now, it's gonna have to strictly be what I got on the Xbox, I think. We'll see kind of what goes down there. I had one more. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do 2 more alerts, and then we'll get to it. I'm really big on networking via Facebook for right now. If I find some other ways to get myself out there, I will. If there's some better places for me to put myself out there, let me know so I can try to grow the channel. But right now we're just on a slow pace. We're getting more folks in, and I don't have any complaints. I'm an impatient person, but I shouldn't complain at all. But I am impatient. Anyways, if you guys are on and this is boring, go check out Rel. Go check out Rel 13 PS4. He's a cool dude. Let's open up this pack. Let's see what we got in here. Anyone's no money spent, you guys got to work the triple threat offline and online boards to get everything that you want. It's the only way. It's the only way to really move up in this game, in my opinion, and maybe some domination. And these challenges, that'd probably be the only way. The challenges can be kind of hard because some of these challenges require you to have cards. If you come in here for these spotlights, you got to have certain cards. But we got Nate as well now. How close are we to Brandon Roy? I mean, Wall is the one I want now because that's the only one that makes sense to get now is Brandon Roy. But yeah, or Wall. So now we're close to Roy. So we need Kawhi, Zadrunas, Irving, DeMarcus Cousins, Carlos Boozer. We have none of them towards Wes Unseld. Wes Unseld has not impressed me. Maybe he was great the first moment he dropped, but he has not impressed me lately. When I played against him, I was not impressed with him. There we go, Kelly Oubre Jr. We got Bruce Bowen still we need to get. And, of course, the elusive J.R. Smith. No glitch rewards, no nothing. So sinus bonus, and then score 15 Warriors player. I really need to come in here and do Curry stuff. And Jokic. Curry and Jokic, maybe I can get one of those done in one of these lower-end challenge games. And that way I can get that. Celtics, Warriors. Stand by. We'll see what we can do here. Let's take a look at these spotlights, kind of see where we're at. some of these newer ones. Oh, this one here. What was this one? This one was that's the Spurs one. I just don't feel like sweating a Hall of Fame game. We'll see. I'll think about that one. I might do something that's just easy, relatively easy here to do for fun. Let's see what we got here. It's an all-star game. 3 Hawks players. Okay. Hawks. Knicks. Okay. Clippers. Okay. Hawks, Knicks, or Clippers? So, Marcus Cousins, Kawhi Leonard. Kind of want to get over here and get some of these other guys going too. I know Don Buse is a good one too. 4 Sixers players. Who we trying to rock? Trying to rock with the Warriors, huh? Hold on. Is there one here that required the Warriors? It's Lakers. I thought one of these required the Warriors. This one requires the Warriors. Hang on a second. Let's call this one Warriors. Let's call this one Warriors. You obviously want Steph Curry. Let's, Actually, we got some great options, don't we? Okay. We can load this team up. So we could get our guy Wilt. I didn't realize it was the Warriors version of Wilt here. Crazy, what's up? How are you today, brother? So we got Billy Owens, Chris Mullin, out of position Durant. So that's definitely a dub. I really wish he was a 4-5 position player. That's okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I don't know what to do here. I wouldn't mind running the 3 fellas. I also wouldn't mind having Mullen in there. We might put more guys in there anyway, just for fun. Draymond obviously to run here. Pull him over here. I'll put that version of Clay in, just because he's a beast. I mean, hang on. We should do this. This other version of Clay is just fine. Where's he at? There he is. Whoops. Eesh. Can I do that? Then I do that. All right. Let's get this back on track here. How much difference is there? Actually, there's quite a bit of difference in terms of the badges, but maybe not badges that really count. Maybe? I don't know. Let's take a look here. Shooting, definitely no difference. Perimeter defense actually better. It's just his speed. See if the tendos are different. I think the tendos are identical too. No, his tendos are better. How much does Draymond boost? Does he boost a lot? Let me look up Draymond here real quick. 14,000 experience away from JR. I'm jealous. Trying to get Ferry. Yeah, aren't we all, brother? Haven't done any spotlights after getting Go Kobe last year. I don't got time like that no more. I know what you mean, man. I don't even know that I can stomach doing them. I'm pretty gassed from grinding at this point, to be honest. Watch, there'll be something like really spectacular too for us to get here next season, and I'm going to be all worn out and tired and crabby, from getting everything. His lateral quickness goes up. Does he get any badges? Not really. Screw this Duro. I'm going to have fun and use my top card. I spent so much money getting that other Clay. I'm going to get the top Clay card, screw it, and put him in. All right. So those are the big dogs. Should I make this an all Warriors lineup? I don't know if I can do that, though, and have it be a good team. Not really. You got those two sitting out there. All right. What else we're going to do? Triple J. What's he? Pink. Jaron Jackson Jr. I can't remember what the card looks like. I think Jackson's a common last name in the NBA. There we go. All right, so we got him in there at center, and then let's put Bosch in there beside him. I'm curious about Bosch and him. I want to see how close they are. And I may put some different players in. I got Billy Owens and Mullen in here, but we may do something different. Who else are we looking at? We're looking at Arvydas Sabonis. I definitely want to look at Sabonis some more. And you had Bob Lanier. So I don't know. We may have to ditch some folks. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We'll play this out by ear. I want a Coutinho Mobley. Let's get Coutinho Mobley in here. He could play the 2 or the 1. I don't know. We might have to put him. Like I say, someone may have to go out of these 2. I don't like these right here. Who else were we talking about getting some more? Diaw. There's Boris Diaw, and there's somebody else too, if I recall, that we liked. Richard Dumas would be okay, but Boris Diaw has some agendas, I believe. Maybe not. I'm not even looking to do an agendas at this point. I'm just going to go here and play this game. And I'm also going to do some agendas, so bear with me. Who else should we run at the point here? Is there anybody else that really needed anything done? Wouldn't mind Dame in there just for fun. Darren Williams. Need someone that plays defense, though. Kobe. Oh, and we need Jokic in this lineup if I want to do what I'm thinking about doing. So hang on. I don't know. We were talking earlier about this Kevin Durant card. I think I want to do the other Durant, maybe. I had to think about that. You want some more spotlights? I'm not making a God Squad. I'm trying to get this. So those are all Warriors players. I don't know. These other 2, I may just cook them out. Like, I don't know. I'm just putting 5 Warriors players in because we need that. But we need Jokic in here too. God bless. I want Jackson Jr. We may just go triple threat for Jackson Jr. real quick to get actual gameplay of him. But I want to get Jokic in here. I want to see how Arvydas does in 5v5. I want to see how these 2 compare. There's just not enough spaces for everyone. I like Wilt. I always use Wilt. I'm big on Wilt. I may have to just decide. Wilt's got to stay. Well, he doesn't have to stay, but he's going to be around. I'm actually going to put him in kind of at a different time. Yeah, we'll run those like that. But I want Jaron Jackson Jr. to see how he plays. Jokic is going to back him up because I'm going to put Jokic in second to try to get this all moving. But I need another point guard in here. Put him at the 2. Got too many centers, don't I? Arvydas got to go. Who else do we want to run in here, huh? Anybody fun? Who should we put in here for fun? Or do we have agendas that we need done with someone? I should be responsible and do agendas. Hang on. Who has agendas that they need done? Hang on. Signing bonus, we'll get that. Celtics player. 12 points with a Celtics player. I could do that in triple threat. Curry, Jokic, Ayton. Not worried about that. Let's come here and look at folks in here that have big. Diaw. Okay. And then we need Mobley's triple threat offline. Smits. I really don't feel like using Smits. He just annoys me. We'll get back to this Gerald Green assist. Bosch rebounding. We've got one more rebound for Bosch. Okay, we'll just throw him into a triple threat game. That's not a big deal. Out of position. Dimes from Noah, so maybe Noah. Hold on, out of position. What did it say that Noah... Multiple games, okay. He can play some defense too, so that's not a bad thing. How many guys we got for the 3? We got 1, 2, 3. Don't really have a lot for the 3, do we? Eesh. All right, cool. And then he needs rebounds. So, although I'm not worried about Bosch right now, we're gonna do something different anyway. Actually, let's make that active lineup. I want to check and see what I still need to do for Mr. Lanier here. He needs triple threat online. So let's do Lanier. Diao. Where you at, Diao? There you are. Lanier, Diao, and then what? Joe Green. Who needed something? Bosch. Actually, Bosch needed something. Let's do Bosch here. And then who else needed points that I saw in there? I apologize. Let me look and see who else needs just straight up points in this thing. I thought maybe... Oakley's offline. Beasley. I guess I gotta do Malik Beasley. I don't know how well that will work. I want to actually win. I want to actually win this game. There we go. Let's try that. $2,000 games, no ferry? Are you serious? That's just crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not too thrilled with trying to do all that. Oh, I forgot to set this up in a DMZ. Maybe I can get this in the DMZ before we start. He's got Young Fitty, Obi Toppin, and Zach Levine. There we go. We got into the DMZ, I think. I let him score because I had to do something with my phone here. And then you get back into the stream. Hang on. I'm back. This game hates me, he says. Yeah, game hates me too. Don't worry, I don't have Danny Ferry either. Ugh. This game plays a lot better on my next-gen hardware. The current gen game on next-gen hardware, it plays way smoother. Way, way smoother. I'm not even joking. This is really bad. Just need that 10 points to Lanier. Let's go. How does Bosch go all the way over there? That's funny. There we go. Got a 3 with Bosch. Or no, that was with Beasley. That's good. He's hitting greens on me. Get the flock out of here. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Lanier. Go inside, little buddy. No. And he's getting steals playing the passing lane. We got a contest and a rebound. There we go. We got the Bosch agenda done. I'm not saying Lanier is a good card, but he's not a bad card. He can cash that midi. Cash in the midi. A couple more buckets of Lanier and we should be good. Oh no, I hate bump steals. No chase down block for me, huh? Get that rebound. Good job. Horrible with that release, though. Oh, and he gets the block for me. Good job, Lanier. Out of bounds, and it's whose ball? Ooh, he cashed that on me. Young Fitty. Young Fitty cashing it. I like how Lanier drags people to the rack. Oof. Look at Zach LaVine. Hey, I got my 10 points with Lanier. Haha. I've seen this guy keying on Lanier because you can probably hear me talking. Now it doesn't matter. We're just doing agendas. It's green, it's cash, it's money. Uh-oh. It's a 2-point game. I don't see myself winning, but this is kind of comical that we got a shot. And he went out of bounds, too. Eesh. 2K is smiling upon me right now. It's green, it's cash, it's money. Pay me 2K, give me those 3 points. Ah, we got the win. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Just out here doing agendas and getting dubs. GG's. GG's. So now we need to get some Jaron Jackson Jr. going. Man, he was roasting me with LaVine too. Well, he wasn't from 3 though, was he? And then Beasley showed up. I wish the Nuggets still had Beasley right now. We could sure use him. Lanier and Bosch. Bosch hit that timely 3 for me. And there's Lanier just getting things done. Bosch with the rebounds. Anyone who doesn't like Bosch, I don't know what to tell y'all. Maybe you don't like his shot, but everything else about him is just money. 45 tokens. We think it's worth way 750 tokens on him. I do not think it's worth the 750 tokens for him. I only got him because I see there's enough time in the season for me to get another 750 to get whatever card they decide to throw out for next season. I also am low-key hoping that I could just keep buying enough opals that I can open up the dark matter token market, because I'm hoping they'll really get somebody good in the dark matter token market. A Pistol Pete would have been nice at the beginning of this season. Not going to happen for me. Not going to happen next season either. That's the sad part. So we'll see. Yeah, the token market open for maybe some old cards for everybody to go and use their tokens to get MT. Sure. I'm not really into that. I know some people are, though, because that helps them be in a no money spent kind of squad. And yeah, look at that. We got a bunch of agendas done. I don't know what all we got done just now, but let's take a look. Had to be pretty big, though. Actually, that Lanier was big, wasn't it? Getting Lanier was 3,000 tokens. That's the main reason why. Look at that. 3,000 tokens right now for him. And so it's hard to argue with getting 3,000 tokens, you know what I mean? Hard to argue with 3,000 tokens. I'll take that. Or 3,000 XP. Just like Oakley here. I'm tempted to go buy Oakley and go grind his real fast for another 2,000. I know I'm taking the easy way out, but, that would accelerate me tremendously. And then getting some of this done here. Who needs a... Hold on, let me go look through my lineups and see anybody need... If not, I'll just add to somebody that I know that I use all the time. None of these guys. None of these guys. I'm not going to waste it on any of them. None of these guys. So let's go over here to... I bought Bosch with all those contracts and the diamond. These two I tend to use, believe it or not. So I throw them in that triple threat sort of thing, Warriors points, Celtics points, so 12 points with Celtics. Who was offline? Green has offline boards. Wilt needs 8 more threes. Ugh. Sick of using Wilt for threes. Brandon Ingram, I could try Ingram. Dumas boards. I should probably focus on those 3 right here. 15, 25, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, I could probably get another 4,000 XP there pretty quick. Who else has got some big XP waiting for me? Oh, small forward dunks and domination. I hate doing domination games. Gerald Green assists. Triple threat offline. So there's Coutinho, Mobley. Who else did I say had some offline scoring? Oh, it was Oakley. How about we do... Oh, he needed a contract. Should have thrown one on his ass. All right, so let's do... Actually, he was a pink. Is he a pink center or a pink power forward? There he is. I want to try him out for fun. I like Malik, and then we'll do our guy here, Coutinho. So what did Coutinho... So he needs points. Coutinho needs threes, and what else does Coutinho and Mobley need from Mystery 4 here? Needs threes, and then make 5 3-pointers with the Rockets shooting guard in a single game. We could probably work that out. Let's get it. You got Ferry? You're kidding. Well, maybe your luck will rub off on me. Congratulations, Crazy. I'm glad something really good and cool happened for you, bro. And then Make It Rain Boy got him too. So I'm the only one around here without Ferry. Me and Limitless from Jarrell stream, huh? Oh, you're welcome, Crazy. Love you too, Brody. Much love to you. I hope that you like him. Do you you have to send me what your lineup is right now. I think that you have you better put Ferry at the 3 or 4. I tell you what, Ferry at the 3 is hard to beat. Now, if you've got Karolinko, you might be able to get away with putting Ferry at the 4 and Karolinko at the 3, but I would actually probably use Ferry at the 3 and Karolinko as a backup 3 because they're very similar cards. I like Jackson's rebounding, by the way. That was nice. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The CPU is in the 250K mode again. They're looking to... They're getting ready for next year's 250K. They're going to be an early participant, I'm telling you. Do not sleep on 2K's CPU. They're a 250K qualifier. Ooh, look at Jackson Jr. He's got a pretty wide wingspan, too, if I recall. And he can shoot? Wait a second. I got to take a closer look at this Jaron Jackson Jr. I liked him last year. All right, let's take a look at the badges here. Shooting. Catch and shoot, corner, hot start, pick and popper, pump fake. He's got, okay, Hall of Fame range. Okay. And he's 6'11". He's got dead eye, difficult, flexible, green, hot zone, tireless, and volume on gold. Okay, you have my attention. Oh, he got downhill, quick first. He got post spin, unpluckable. Oh, this is a quality cards. This is quality, lads. Quality, lads. Break starter, dimer on gold, tight handles. Box, brick wall. Okay, brick wall in Hall of Fame is great. Chase down clamps, heart crusher, interceptor, intimidator, moving truck. Post move, rim protector, pogo, tireless defender. You really don't need to pick up a power forward or a center. If you're short on one, just go get Jaron Jackson Jr. This guy's got it all. Wow. I wish Rebound Chaser was on Hall of Fame, but does he have Worm? His rebounding, you need to put Worm on him. So he's going to need Worm added, and it's not on Hall of Fame. So that is one weakness. Acrobat, contact, fancy, fast break finisher, showtime. Okay. Got Giant Slayer for going against the true Giants. What's his tendos? Let's see what his tendos are for blocked. Yeah, that's right. We looked at his tendos earlier, I think. They're 97, 92, 97. Yeah, good tendos. And then right here, he's 99 three-point shot on this right now with my coach. 88 ball handle. And then also probably floor general out on the floor. Offense rebound 96, defense rebound 99. Yeah, y'all need to just go and grind for this card. He's phenomenal. I don't even have a shoe on him or anything. We put a shoe on him, get him some speed. This could get real deadly real quick. I'll catch up on the chat here in just a second. So what'd y'all say? What's up, Tammy? He's going to take Zion's spot. What are you going to do with Zion? Which Zion do you have, the Hero or the Pantheon? Are you kidding me right now? Come on, Coutinho. I was so high on this card. I really wanted this card, and now I'm feeling like Kirk Heinrich is better than Coutinho Mobley. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Hang on 1 second. Let's get back in here to the chat. I'm wanting to look at what y'all are saying to me. The starting 5. Stack, no, honestly, about to sell some cards. Who are you going to sell? Jackson's Cash, the top 5 big, easy. You're right. Kevin, I'll see my updated lineup on Twitter. Fix your Twitter link. Do I have a Twitter link on here? So there should be a command for pound Twitter. Is Nightbot going to give me that for Twitter? Go follow me on Twitter. You should have my link for Twitter. Go hit me on Twitter, follow me, and then you can send it to me on there, please and thank you. It's green. It's cash. It's money. Let me know if Nightbot's being annoying. I think he's filling things up a little more than he should. I may go and tell him to chill out and to post things less often. All right, I'll go check that out here in a second. This is a PC CPU game, so it's nothing big anyway. Oops. Man, Jackson's cash for sure. Oof. Oof. Oh, Devlove, thank you for the raid. Thank you, Devlove. How was your stream, guy? How was your stream, bud? We're just doing some grind out here. Trying to check out some cards like Mobley and Jaron Jackson Jr. What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Or this morning, depending on where you're at, right? It's 2:18 a.m. where I'm at. I'm chilling with my youngest is over there on her iPad, and I'm here playing the game. I like what you're doing with Zion and Ferry. I need to get Ferry, man. So I'm gonna check your team then real quick, Crazy. Hang on, let me get on Twitter. Did you send it to me on Twitter? I know you followed me, you said, but did you send it to me? Alan Barnes at Space 26, is that you? I like your lineup. Yeah, you put Ferry in at the starting 3 or 4. You can move Millsap to the bench, put Zion at the farm. I mean, there's tons of different things you could do there. Another crazy option is Kareem and Robinson together at the 5 and 4, but I'd rather have Robinson at the 5 with your lineup. And are you going to just add to the lineup, or are you going to boot someone off and just continue to run a 10-man rotation? What are you going to do? And is that you, Alan Barnes? Yeah, that's you. Okay. And so you're going to boot AK? Okay, you like Millsap. That's cool. I seen you tagged me. How come you didn't follow me, Crazy? I'm kidding. You don't have to follow me. I'm on there and I post sometimes, but it's okay. You don't have to follow me on Twitter or anything. It's okay. It's fine. Anyways, Jaron Jackson Jr. I'm kidding. Jaron Jackson Jr. I like this card. I like this card a lot. Go out and grind for him, man. I highly recommend this card. He's definitely going on the budget baller squad, man. That's a top card right there, man. He's right there, in my opinion, with Bosch and Robinson and that level of center. I'm impressed. I mean, I'd like to put him in a little more competitive situation. Obviously, we're going to take him online and see how he does, but that was fantastic. Ooh, the vault. Please, 2K. Let me have this. You don't even open the vault, 2K. I'm following you, I know that. Let me see if it's telling me that I have to allow you to follow. I don't know. I'm not a super power Twitter user yet. I've actually avoided Twitter like the plague until I started doing this, and then I started looking at. Actually, I got a follower request. I got you. See, my dummy self didn't go and look a follower request on here. Sweet. Yes, sir. It was pending. You're loving the Bosch now that I got Ferry and Millsap. You're going to sell before they crash. That's not a bad idea. What's going on, King Trey? What's going on? Green Salida. What is that? I was about to say Green Salida. Green Salda. The Goated Boy. What's going on? Adori Shy 13. What's going on? I be lurking 224. How you doing? Thanks for joining in. I appreciate y'all. Dude, you locked in Phil and you got MJ. Well, your squad is gonna be set, I think, for the year. I still love my MJ for sure. It's like there's budget and there's affordable. Like, man, I feel like Jaron Jackson Jr. is better than all these dudes. He's better than all these dudes. In fact, this needs a revamp, doesn't it? Like these, not the EQ fighter, but these all need like a little bit of a revamp, don't they? I'm trying to think of my budget baller lineups like this here, apply contract. I like Katino Mobley still. I like Kirk Heinrich a lot too. I'm torn because I would take Halliburton, I think, over Heinrich maybe, and Shumpert because of their defense, and Joakim Noah. Then you got Mobley. I don't know, man. This is tough. This is tough. And then you got Arvidas. Definitely going to put Arvidas and Boris Diaw in here. But we got Jaron Jackson Jr. Oof. Who do you move around? I don't know. I come to this one. Who do I move around? Probably get rid of Magic or LaMelo or this Miles Turner. I mean, he's better than any of them, and he's better than Gasol too. But Gasol's better than these guys. What's going on with this Magic? This Magic card was nice. I don't know if he's nice as a center, but he was nice. You got LaMelo here. Then still got Dinwiddie sitting around. Michael Redd. This is just like one of those like, hey, if you had a few bucks, but you know, if you really wanted to go cheap and do like the reward side of things, you know, you could change it up. But his hot zones are there. I feel like I would replace Magic because Magic doesn't shoot, you know, that well for me. Even though he's got high scoring. He's fast too. He's such a fast center. And he's fast too. Maybe it's Miles Turner that's got to go. You know what I mean? Like I don't know for sure. That's tough. Where you at, Jaron Jackson Jr.? I mean, definitely. He's better than Gasol for me. He would go here. 100% go there. Gasol could stay back. Yeah, and I don't know. That's kind of how that would go right there. Arvidas Sabonis can make the list too. There's so many good bigs right now. I guess it just comes down to your play style. But Jaron Jackson Jr., what's his speed? It's 93 3 ball. He's got 86 ball handle, so he gets speed boost. 95 block, 94 interior defense, 91. Okay. Got good speed. He's got really good speed. But yeah, that's kind of how I would do that right there. And then your point guards, man, you just got so many good budget point guards. Shumpert, Halliburton, Dinwiddie, Kirk Heinrich, Joakim Noah, and Katino Mobley can go into that list now if you want to run him at the point. There's just tons of good cards out there. My goodness, tons of good cards out there. What were we up to? Who did I run just now? Just to get a feel for who I was running. I was trying to get Beasley and Mobley up and get their stuff done, wasn't I? Trying to grind, man. I'm trying to grind, y'all. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. It's gonna be a bit, but we'll get there. Might be a few days, but we'll get there. One way or another. Mobley needs 7 more. We'll keep him in. And what do we do with Beasley? Oh, he's got a long ways to go. And then I should probably go buy him 2,000 XP, or maybe not. I don't know. I should probably save my tokens. See what all I could do with that. There's Jaron Jackson Jr. I should probably put somebody. Should I put Rick Smits in? Yeah, let's put Smits in. I like Jaron Jackson Jr., but we need to get some scoring with Smits. Have I told y'all how much I hate using Rick Smits? I hate using this card. Yeah, Phil Jackson's awesome. You wish there's more use for tokens? Stay tuned. They'll get you guys situated. Those of you that like to use your tokens in this manner, they'll get you situated with, you know, the token market, and then you can buy packs or buy players and flip them, or maybe get players that you just couldn't afford before, or if you're total no money spent, no MT at the moment. They might open it up and let you get some other things, but I don't know. I like having tokens. I don't know why I always get all excited for these token market cards, and it's really rare when something's really good. But occasionally you get someone who's really good in the token market. I mean, who was it earlier? It was Moses Malone was good when he came out. I really liked his shot release. Taco still gets the ball to drop. I hate playing against Taco Ball too. I have Sabonis with speed shoes, by the way, Tammy. Yep. Let me see what you guys got cooking here. Hang on. Let me catch up on chat. That's one nice thing about playing CPU. They might be filled with crap in the token market. That's true. Token market, it usually is filled with crap, though, to be honest. Usually like old cards and stuff, huh? And like old packs to pull. But sometimes pulling the packs, you can get a lot of MT. The new Sabonis is nice. He's nice. Did you see that I got him on a single MT pool? The first pack I pulled today was an MT pack pool, and I got Sabonis right off the bat. I was pretty happy. Make it rain. What is that pound Twitter supposed to be able to do for us? That command. Let me see if it does anything. You pulled 2 mystery pack. You got trolled. Did I grind for 90? Excuse me. Sorry. Let me drink some water. I have real bad asthma, guys, so give me a second. There we go. Did I grind for Harper? No. I pulled 2 mystery pack. You got Jokic. Which Jokic did you get? Jokic's a good card. And you could always sell him and go for something. But D-Moore, I did not get Harper yet. Oh, shoot. I don't get to subscribe to my YouTube. Let me see if I can get you my Twitter is somewhere in this thing. Nightbot like hits Twitter. Let me see if I can fix that real fast since everyone's trying to find my Twitter. Let me get into Nightbot here real quick and see what we could do with this Twitter thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it going for y'all. That's weird. I just hit the pound Twitter because I even changed Nightbot to have that in as the alias for it. Watch The Last Dance for the second time. I still understand how people don't think. Jordan is going, yeah, I know. Spineless going for 90K on Xbox. The Flash glitch. Hang on, my guy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this. If I do an alias. Input past the listed alias. So to pass data to the command, you need to place it in the message field. You also use most variables in the message field. Let me see. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, by the way. I'm learning as I go. Give me a second here. Let me see if it'll allow it to come in. This thing's being a bitch. For lack of a better word. I even put the alias in here as pound Twitter. Or not pound, but as exclamation point Twitter. Let me see what's saying about variables. I'm going to have to read up on how to do that better. I apologize. Let me see what other commands that are built in that we can use. Let's go default commands. Okay, let me add a command here. Stand by. Let's go custom. Let's add a command. Let's go pound TWITTER. Bear with me. Let's see if this is working now. You sent me an updated lineup, brother? Hang on. Sorry, I'm like in this. Okay, there we go. I'm going to spam this again. I apologize if you all see this twice. I'm going to see if it'll. There we go. All right, so that's fixed if you guys want to see that. If you guys want my YouTube as well, too, I'll try to add that up as well in here. Stand by. I didn't realize I could do that. So let me get a YouTube command going in here, too. Stand by. I'm new to all this, folks, so give me a second. I'm an IT guy, so I can usually figure it out without too much going on. Let me see if I do like a pound YouTube. Boom. Let's see if it'll let me do it again. I wonder if it'll let me spam this. Okay, cool. So they're going to be dropping Yao soon, so I'm going to sell all my... Yeah, they're going to come out with another big. I can promise you that. Like, I actually think Joel Embiid we're overdue for, because we just got Yao as an opal in Idols, right? Now, it doesn't mean they can't drop him as a dark matter in something else, in like a fan favorites pack or something else. But like, I think that we're going to see... I think we're going to see Yao... Or, excuse me, Embiid. I think Embiid's the next big that we're going to get. Trying to see what I could do with Coutinho Mobley. Not a whole lot, to be honest. I'm better at the catch and shoot with Coutinho Mobley. Oops, I just dropped my phone. Bear with me. I'm old. I'm an old gamer. So just holler at me in the chat if you sent me something on Twitter, because I do get Twitter alerts, but I'm not looking at my phone, so I'm gonna miss it because I'm playing and I'm reading the chat, right? And Mobley's just nice off the dribble too. How do I think expensive do I think Embiid will be? I think he'll go through the roof because everybody likes Joel Embiid. I'm not saying that he's going to be the most expensive center, but I think he's going to be the way like Kareem and Wilt were for a minute, especially if he's fast. If they make him fast and strong. Now, if he's not the lead card for idols, like let's say he's one of the secondary cards for an idol, or he's just out there as a dark matter card, maybe a glitch, maybe get a glitch Joel Embiid. I don't know, but he'll be kind of expensive. He'll be like 300 to 500k MT when he settles down. I think. Hopefully, I'm wrong that he's not that expensive, and I'm just talking about Xbox because that's where I have experience on the market. But I am very confident we're going to get an Embiid. When, I don't know, but we're getting him this season. They've dropped too many bigs. That's just my opinion. It's like this is the season of bigs. I also think that we're going to start seeing big point guards, but I don't think we'll see anything special with point guards for a while. I predict that Kobe and Grant Hill will be the two best point guards for at least like 2 or 3 more weeks. Is my opinion. And watch, I say this now, and watch Friday we'll get Ben Simmons. I'm hoping we get Ben Simmons. So I keep saying, Kobe and Grant Hill are going to be the best for a while. The point guard I really want is Ben. I want at least an opal Ben or a dark matter Ben. Give me dark matter Ben with a 93 ball and Hall of Fame unlimited range extender. Oh man. Yeah, I'm going to terrorize everyone. I'll terrorize comp players. I'll terrorize casuals. I will terrorize everyone with Ben Simmons. I promise you. Because I was killing people with that crappy pink one. The pink diamond one was just not all that, right? Couldn't shoot, but it didn't matter. I was bowling through everybody. He's a bowling ball. I should probably get some scoring done with Smiths here. We do need dark matter LeBron and dark matter Anthony Davis. I want Giannis point guard. Says the link won't work, but I'll just look you up. Really, the link didn't work for Twitch? Huh. For Twitch it didn't work? Or for Twitter? Hang on. I'll fix it. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. It's Caveman Money Shot. It should be pretty easy to find, but that's unfortunate if that's not working. Let me look at that here while I got a second. Okay, so that works. So does my YouTube one work? Yep, YouTube works. Hold on, I know what I did wrong. Stand by. That's just dumb on my part. Stand by. Let me see if I get this to work real quick. I think I fixed it. Hang on. All right. Let me go fix it on my round robin stuff too. Hang on. Sorry about that. As a network guy, I should have checked that. So let's come back into the stream manager here. And I'm missing some of the chat stuff, so I apologize. Whenever I exit out, sometimes it just... And Twitter, the Twitter one should work now. I don't know if my moderator is on right now, but if she could shoot me the chat. Right when they had said the Twitter link wasn't working is where I missed out. But I fixed the Twitter link for you all. Sorry about that. So what do we do here? Rick Smits, I didn't score with him. What do we get from Mobley? 3 more threes? That's good. That's good. Try to get these agendas knocked out. Maybe, just maybe we'll get the darn vault open, huh? Make it rain, I got you, and I'm following you back. Come on, let's open the vault. I need this vault open, please. Open the vault. You're going to send me the squad? Okay, bet. Send me the squad. Man, I can't get this vault open. Oh, jeez, this is just draining me. It is just draining me. They're just killing me here. No vaults, no nothing. Ugh. Yeah, we need Ben Simmons with a jump shot. Crazy, you got Jokic again. What'd you open? And are you getting like the Opal Jokic? If you're getting the Opal Jokic, you should be selling him and picking up Sabonis. I know you're on PC, but you should be able to get Sabonis, I would think, just from doing that. I should probably pick up this Bruce Bowen card too. What else we got here? Let's go Mobley. We need what? 4 more. Okay, 4 more with Mobley. I like Coutinho Mobley. I would put him ahead of Heinrich because he has strength. He has more strength, so I put him a little bit ahead of Heinrich. But I don't know. Like it's tough. It just comes down to what do you like, Like, I'm coming in here, 'cause some people ask me, like, hey, Westbrook's not bad either, right? I mean, that's another good budget point guard. There's a lot of good budget point guards. The Steph Curry's not bad. Sam Cassell, Dinwiddie. Oof. I mean, kind of take your pick. But for me, I mean, Kirk's fantastic at shooting. He plays defense, but he's going to get run over and run through. Coutinho Mobley's going to dunk. He's going to play a little bit of defense for you, and he's got strength. He's not as fast, though, but look at that strength difference. And look at that vertical. How the tendos between these two. Eesh, look at those tendos on Kirk. If Kirk had strength, man, I mean, I could even add, okay, if you had a defensive leader, Hall of Fame defensive leader, and say he boosts that strength by 4, that gives you 44, plus you get, you know, Popovich and get a boost by 10. That's still only 54 strength. He's still weak, you know what I mean? But definitely use him if you're good with him. You can cook with him, and that's all that matters. But those are like my picks on the budget squad these days. You know, these mystery packs have been fantastic for people who don't want to spend a lot but want some top shelf cards. Vucevic. You guys complaining about how you can't get a center. You get Vucevic if you can't afford Sabonis. I would also, you know, Smiths isn't bad if you like a big guy. Bagley's not bad, but also Jaron Jackson Jr. I mean, you're all set, especially if you missed out on some of these other guys that are top flight, you know, reward cards like Gasol. You know, that was last season's limited. I personally don't think I can use that card, but man, I see people just cook with them. This Magic, this LaMelo are good bigs, shockingly. I mean, LaMelo's undersized, but he can cook. Obi Toppin, everybody should have Obi Toppin. Paul Millsap, some of y'all got him, some of y'all didn't, you know. That's kind of the way it goes with those. This Jeff Green card's still viable. Just tons of great cards. Tons of great cards. I am going to pop in here because I really want Danny Ferry, damn it. I want this Danny Ferry card. I don't know what to say. Took 5 games for it to open tonight. Okay, make it rain, bet. Let me look at it real quick. Yes, tonight or morning, however we look at it. Who's on PC? Crazy's on PC. Go Twitter. All right, so you got Grant Hill, Kevin Durant, yes. Millsap, Ferry, Giannis, yes. Then you got Luka, MJ, Paul George, Bosch, Garnett, and then you've got J.R. Smith, and then Kareem and D-Rob. I'd maybe run it a little differently. I would put your lineup out there a little differently, but yeah, you got all the right cards, brother. You on current or next gen? You're on current gen. Good. The only thing I will say is J.R. Smith has Hall of Fame steady. I don't know how that affects him. I only have his diamond and pink diamond. I love those cards. I could shoot the lights out with them. They're fantastic. Oh, come on, Smiths. Get back. Yeah. Cash that for me. Mobley. Yes. Making it rain. You got Phil Jackson, too. Doesn't affect him at all. I really like JR just for their looks. Okay. If you agree with him, He's money. Gotcha. Can you believe that? I was right there for the block, too. Get out of here. All right. But yeah, I like your lineup a lot. It's the type of lineup I would run, to be honest. I like running D-Rob with Kareem or D-Rob with Bosch. You know, sometimes Giannis is a great big. Danny Ferry is money. If you really like Danny Ferry, I mean, you should take a look at AK-47. They're very similar cards. Ferry is better offensively, and he's bigger. He's a 1 inch taller, and I think he's got a 1 inch bigger wingspan. But I would say AK's got a little better defense tendency and a little bit of defensive stats. But JR, man, I really want JR. You watch. I'm going to be really close to getting JR, and they'll do some bullsh pucky and give me his that gold Tyrone Lue. Watch. the glitch market open, I'll get gold Ty Lue right before I've already got enough XP to get JR. That's the kind of luck I get. It's like, oh yeah, that's Shaq. He ain't gonna shoot. Hey, you know what we haven't talked about? Are we gonna get a Dark Matter Shaq that could shoot threes, or a glitch Shaq that could shoot threes? I don't think we're gonna get a glitch Shaq because I think this year's glitch Shaq is Wilt. I think they did the Wilt thing this year. Last year it was Shaq. This year it's Wilt. I was surprised we didn't get an like a glitched out of position DeMar DeRozan, kind of like we got that with. Remember T-Mac last year was point guard T-Mac, glitch point guard T-Mac. I was surprised we didn't get a DeMar DeRozan that could play the point. 6'7". Oof, look at that block. Oof, give me that. Give me that. I complain about the big centers, but they're actually really good if you know how to use them. They're actually really good. It's hard to contest their shots. How tall is Rick Smits? How tall is Rick Smits? Because he's making Shaq look small. Yeah, he's 7'4". 250. That was a big dude back in the day. Oh, if God would have blessed me to be 6'9", I would have ruled the world of sports if I was 6'9", but I'm only 6'1.5". Oh, funny story. I'm gonna tell you guys about my best friend in real life here. You know, a brother really. We played a lot of sports together. We went to high school together. We had this powerlifting coach. He was Japanese. His name was, well, I'll just tell you his name. He's an awesome guy. If he's ever out there listening, I love him. He's like a second dad to me. His name's Hisamoto. And this guy would train us hard. And we do powerlifting in class in high school, and we'd compete. He was short, obviously. He was Japanese. And I say that obviously because back in the 90s, you didn't know of a lot of tall Japanese people, okay? Let's just be real about this. I'm not saying all Japanese people are short. I'm just saying in the 90s, you didn't hear, it was very uncommon, all right? Very uncommon. So he's a little on the short side. And he was a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, as we all were from the bodybuilding and powerlifting community. And a lot of the powerlifting things that he would teach us stemmed from the powerlifting coach that Arnold had before he became a bodybuilder. This man was a legendary strength coach. Anyways, there was this picture in front of the dip bar of Arnold, and it was Arnold posing at one of the Mr. Universe competitions when he won. And my friend David is very tall. He's like 6'3", 6'4", 300-pound guy. Back then he was 300. Now I'd say in his prime he got to about 400 pound. Big athlete, big athlete guy. Big athletic guy. Anyways, he asked he goes, so why is it a picture of Arnold up there? And he goes, oh, I just close my eyes and pretend I'm him. And I don't know why he had to go there. He's like, oh, I see what it is. You just don't like tall people. You know, you're mad because you're short. You should go talk to God about that. And I was like, what? And anyways, I come in the next day. I had no idea this conversation happened. I'll tell you this really random story because it's funny about height. And so I come in the next day and the face has been removed off of the picture of Arnold. And I'm like, who the hell took the picture of Arnold and messed it up? I thought someone messed up his picture. So I went to my teacher and I'm like, hey, Hiss, because we call him Hiss. I go, what happened to Arnold's face? Because I took it off there. I just imagine that it's me now every time I push myself up. And so he was just getting his head, man. He would just get in his head. I could tell you guys tons of fun stories. You know, 2K is boring y'all yet. But it was just, I was dying laughing, man. I was dying laughing because it just got into his head. He's like, well, I'll be mad at God then for the fact that you're short. I was like, geez. Anyway, so I said, oh God, why? Why wasn't I 6'9"? But anyways, height matters in this game. Height matters in basketball. Don't anybody tell you different. Only this truly elite short people can make it. And these guys are elite as hell. I love, who here is a fan of Muggsy Bogues? Not in 2K, because in 2K it's hard to use these cards like Spud Webb, Muggsy Bogues, Earl Boykins. I'm just a huge fan of these guys. Nate Robinson, man, I love watching these guys play because their athleticism is through the roof, their intelligence through the roof. To be able to play this game with these giants, man, it's just amazing. There's this picture I remember seeing of Magic Johnson standing next to Muggsy Bogues, and Muggsy Bogues just looked like a child to him, you know, but Muggsy's out there competing, you know, and getting it done. Same thing with MJ. MJ would just be holding the ball up in the air so Muggsy couldn't get to it. But man, it's just amazing to see these guys. not very tall. Go out there and just get it done. So there's no excuses, I guess, what I'm trying to say. If you have the athletic talent, you can get it done. But in 2K, unfortunately, they hate on short people. So Rick Smits is good for playing against the other bigs. I just don't like this card. There is a reason why I'm talking about this. I just can't get into these big guys like this. The only one that I like out of the truly super bigs is probably Sabonis here, and he's a lot better card. I don't know how y'all feel about the super big centers. I'm not into it. Taco Fall, he's not even a real glitch card in my opinion. What's glitch about him? Is he fast? I wanted a fast big, but they weren't ready to give us that yet. Ignore that speed and speed with ball and acceleration. I added a Kobe Grinch to that. But I don't know. I really like the Arvydas Sabonis card. I'm telling you, if y'all can afford him, go get him. But you know what? Look at Smits. 97 on contest and block shot. He ain't so bad. He ain't so bad on the defensive tendencies. He's slow. He's slow. Look at that. 77 speed, 69 speed with ball. No ball handle either, if I recall. Where's his ball handle? Yeah, it's 62. You can't even put a shoe or a coach or anything and get his ball handle up to speed boost. There's no way. It's a hard pass. I will never make true use of Smits. We're just doing him here so we can get some things done. You pulled Karolinko and sold him. Hey, what's good, Rel? What's good? Oh, thank you for the follow, George. Make it rain. Giannis gets sharp takeover with Phil and 3 Grinches. That's fact. Watch Muggsy with the Hornets. He was tough. Yes, he was. You should run the 3 smallest players on TTO. We could try doing that. I just pulled Nate Robinson out. I like Yao Ming's GOAT card last year. Slightly filthy. I'm 166 games away from Fat Lever. Ooh. By the way, it's Fat Lever. I'm not saying you said it wrong, but I had to sit through a Ty Debo video where he called him Fat Lever, and I just wanted to scream. It was like nails on a chalkboard. It is not Fat Lever. It is Fat Lever. His last name is Lever. For the love of God, Ty, learn how to say these guys' names. They even give the pronunciation for their names on basketballreference.com. But I just know Fat because I'm a huge Nuggets fan. I'm going to tell you all that all the time. You're going to get tired of hearing me say how I'm a Nuggets fan. I'm a Nuggets fan till I die. Till I die, I'm a Nuggets fan. Love the Nuggets. But yeah, Fat Lever. I'm jealous. I want Fat. I want Fat so bad. I want Fat so bad. How was the stream, Rel? When I was in there, you were doing great, by the way. You were doing fantastic. One of my all-time favorite streamers. Y'all should get on there and follow Rel if you're not. He's fantastic. He got me cracking up. What am I saying that's funny? I'm always talking some smack. Sometimes people be laughing and I don't even know what I said because I'm just talking and being me. Ooh, that's green? That's green out of Rick Smits? Ugh. I don't know if my story was funny about my old powerlifting coach and my friend. And I got like a dozen stories. There was another time where my powerlifting coach used to like to do this thing where he would challenge people to a bench press contest. Now, obviously, he was quite strong, could beat everybody. So he would say, hey, I challenge you to a bench press contest, you and your friend against me and anybody else here in the gym. And of course, he knew what everybody could lift because he's a powerlifting coach. He could bench press well over 450 pounds, 455 pounds. He weighed 165 pounds. He could bench press over 455, and he was only 5'6". He was like a D2 champion wrestler back in the day. And so anyways, he would come and play this game. My friend would sandbag in class and have our other friend, Nolan, sandbag in class how much they could bench press. For 2 years, they sandbagged it in class. And they would go work out at the rec center at night to build up their bench press, and then they went and snowballed him one day. They went in after school, and they beat him. You talk about how angry he was the next day, and this stuff was going on, and I was busy working and doing homework, and my friends there finding time to mess with the powerlifting coach and then piss him off. It was fucking hilarious. Good morning, Kron. Good morning. What do you have saying I should buy for my triple threat lineup running Mel Daniels and Ferry? Well, you need a ball handler. If you got Daniels and Ferry, you need a ball handler. Pick any ball handler that you're good with. Who's a card that you're good with in terms of SIGs? And I'll tell you who you should get, because I don't know who you like for signatures. It could be Luka. It could be Derrick Rose. Or if you want to go more budget, it could be Coutinho Mobley. Coutinho Mobley is a fantastic card, but you need a ball handler. I had Fat like 400 games ago trying to get Ferry, but he's pretty good. They made his Upper release kind of funky. Yeah, he's got the same lower as Luka, but that's what I heard, that his upper is not very good. Um, yeah, I don't know. I really want Fat, but yeah, I was dying with Ty calling him Fat Lever. I'm like, or Fat Lever. He's calling him Fat Lever, not Fat Lever. His real name is Fat Lever. We called him Fat Lever. I'm like, he's a fat lever. Like, I just driving me nuts. Ooh, Katino Mobley is fire, guys. Get Katino Mobley. Just get him. Do not pass go. Do not click $200. Just go get Katino Mobley now. He can get it done, man. I love it. But I really appreciate the big follow there, George. Appreciate it. So token market cards that are actually easy to obtain. This Malik Beasley isn't bad, but again, I'm a Nuggets fan. He plays for the T-Wolves now, if that's any consolation. But I like Beasley here. He's got good sigs. He can shoot. He can score at the basket. He can defend a little. He's just not overly fast, I don't think. You know, I think he's in the 90s on speed. We'll check his stats too. He's another one that I would recommend. There we go. Get the ball out of there. There's Smith's getting the dunk in at a baby. Waiting for Diao to come down in price. I just call him Fat Boy. Fat Lever was the triple-double man after Big O. He was the triple-double guy after Big O. Him, Alex English, Dan Issel, you know, the horse, of course, Dan Issel. And who else was on? Oh, Kiki Vandeweghe. They were all real tough players for the Nuggets. And someone got traded for somebody back in the day. I can't remember who they traded Kiki for and who they traded Kiki away for. I can't remember. But Kiki was kind of in and out. I don't think he liked being with the Nuggets, or maybe it was a money thing. I can't remember. Or he wanted more opportunity to score the ball. I don't know. He was like NBA leading scorer type talent. And then he ended up with a pretty bad injury too. And it kind of robbed him of his talents. Talking about Kiki Vandeweghe. Alex English, though. Yeah, we got super packs coming. Definitely want to overpay. And if it's end of season, you just wait, because they're going to drop some hot budget cards and new premier cards at the start of the season. They always do. Alex English, in case y'all didn't know, here's some more random things about 2K. And y'all should pay attention to things I say, because we're going to do trivia night. So I forgot to announce this. We're going to do trivia night every 2 weeks. I'm going to give away prizes for first, second, and third place. And we're going to do trivia, kind of like, you know how you do those things at a little kiosk thing in a bar where you got to be the first one to pick the answer to get the higher points. I'm going to try to see if I can get something set up like that. If not, it'll just be who answers first gets credit kind of thing in the chat. But I'm going to have trivia, and, you know, first place would be like, you know, 200 KMT, second place could be like 100, and third place could be like 50 KMT for the night. But we'll just spend a night playing, grinding, and then I'll ask random trivia questions about basketball, NBA basketball, about 2K, and maybe about video games too, or maybe you're going to ask a dumb question about my old powerlifting coach, my old buddy, and the nonsense they used to do. Never know. So try to pay attention to what I'm saying. I'm going to come up with some trivia, and it's going to be about every 2 weeks. I'll try to give an announcement via Twitter. I'll do it via the Facebook page as well, and I'll let you guys know when I'm doing it, and we can come down and have some fun for an evening, right? We'll do some trivia. You know, sit back. If you're of age, have a beer, have a smoke, whatever. Sit back, relax. We'll do some trivia and have some fun. Who's the best Nugget of all time? So Alex English, I'm not saying Alex is the best, but in case y'all didn't know, Alex English scored more points in the 80s than anybody in NBA history. He scored more points than anybody in NBA history in the 80s. That's how good Alex English was. And to give you perspective, I feel like Carmelo Anthony is in that same class of scorer, okay, with Alex English. But man, to say who's the best, I mean, we had Allen Iverson for 2 years. I mean, that was so much fun. I remember the day that Allen Iverson came to town. It was snowing so bad, he couldn't come in on a commercial flight. He had to come in on a private plane into Centennial Airport down in southern Denver area to make it to the game. That was a lot of fun having those two around. Chauncey came to town. Our team elevated to the Western Conference Finals. And if Big George doesn't get sick with cancer, who knows how far we could have gone. So we got to give credit there. Dikembe Mutombo, He was fantastic. Fat Lever, Alex English, Dan Issel, David Thompson. A lot of people look at this host nonsense by 2K. The vault didn't open again. Ugh. Anyways, yeah, Dan Issel, yeah, David Thompson. David Thompson had a major injury that derailed him. He was only 6'4", but that man could jump. I watched him one time at McNichol Sports Arena messing around. He jumped up and he was placing money on the top of the backboard, jumping down and then jumping back up and grabbing it off the top of the backboard for us when I was a kid. I got to meet him and I got to go down. My uncle knew someone with the Nugget staff, and I was able to get down courtside. We had courtside tickets that day, and I got to talk to him. I think they played the Houston Rockets or someone like that. But yeah, I got to watch this man. He took a quarter, put it on top of the top of the backboard, and then he jumped up and pulled it down and gave it back to me. I was like, holy cow. It was fantastic. The man just hops for days. But man, who's the greatest of all time? We had Andre Miller. I like the Fonz. Robert Pack was an animal back in the day. Remember that number 8 seed beating the number 1 seeded Supersonics. How funny that George Karl was the coach of that team. Man, it's hard for me to say greatest of all time. Currently, we got Jokic. We got the Joker. The way the Joker and Jamal Murray before his injury, the way they were playing, they might end up being the best duo in NBA history, if not Nuggets history. They'll be the best in Nuggets history, if not NBA history. But he got injured, so I don't know what's going to happen there. I hope he comes back. I hope the Blue Arrow, Jamal Murray, my guy, comes back with no issues after tearing that knee. Very sad to see him tear his knee. Too much wear and tear. I called it early in the year. Everybody on the news websites called me an idiot because I said he was playing too many minutes. Last year, they overworked the poor kid. Just overworked him. But it's hard to argue with Jokic. And I don't like going with the current player because sometimes that's unfair, but honest to goodness, what is there anything Jokic can't do? And I mean, I love Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony is probably one of my favorite Nugget players all time, or if not my favorite of all time. Melo would have lapses sometimes on defense, and he would have lapses sometimes rebounding the ball and whatnot. So even though he was a complete player, I don't know. I feel like Jokic's a little more. And Jamal Murray, man, did he ball out? Did he ball out or what? When they had their backs against the wall, going to get sent home by Utah. I remember he said, I was packing my bag, and I said, you know what? I ain't ready to go home. He said, I ain't packing this bag, and he meant it. He went and scored, 40, 50 points against Spida. And they didn't go home. They ended up winning that series and beating the Clippers. I mean, I don't know, man. Those are tough. But I would say in the 80s, it was Fat Lever and Alex English for sure. Honorable mention to Kiki Vandeweghe in the 80s. In the 70s, it was Dan Issel all the way. In the 90s, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, also known as Chris Jackson from LSU, number 3 pick in the draft. He was fantastic. He has Tourette's. I don't know if anybody knows that. He has Tourette's. The man can still shoot the lights out. Him and Dikembe, him and Deke. LaFonso Ellis for his knee injury. I don't know, man. There's so many greats. And he had Andre Miller, Marcus Camby, Melo. Danilo Gallinari for a little while was around. But yeah, I'm going to say, we have the GOATs of the eras. It was Melo and Chauncey and Andre Miller in the 2000s, in the 10s. It was probably Gallinari, and now we got Murray and Jokic. So that's kind of my thought on that. I really can't pick just one. Sorry, I went on and on about the Nuggets there. You're a Sonics fan all day. Now I'm all over the place. Well, you could be an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. That's where they moved to. What do you think? Melo and Alex would be in my top 3. Yeah, for sure. But I don't know much about Nuggets. David Thompson, they beat a 63-19 team. Jokic is pretty awesome. Only problem is maybe foot speed against certain elite talent. That's his height. Yeah, I don't know. Jokic just gets it done no matter what. Murray used to shoot free throws with his eyes closed. How he got so good shooting. Yes, he did. I think I might give Dark Matter Grant Hill a go. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Dark Matter Grant Hill. Either him or Kobe. If you're looking for a premier point guard, either of those two are fantastic, in my humble opinion. Let's see. Did we get what we wanted with? Yeah. So we got to make 5 threes in one game with a Rocket shooting guard. I thought Mobley was a Rockets shooting guard. Did I not shoot 5 in one game with him? Whoops. Yeah, he's a Rockets shooting guard. Beasley and Smits. I don't think I'm anywhere close on Beasley. Yeah, he's still got a ways to go. Smits, I don't think I'm even scoring with Smits, am I? But we got to play triple threat anyway, so we're getting these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We get another 1,000 no matter what anyway. And I still got Gilmore. He looks like he's going to be one that I could just take inside and use, huh? 6 out of 60. Give me a break. All right, so let's try one more round, huh? Let me know what you guys want to see for gameplay, too, if there's anything particular. OKC originally King County. There you go. Live in Seattle. What happened to the Sonics was whack. Very. I think they'll get another team up there, though. Yeah, who do you think is going to be in Seattle? Do you think it's going to be a brand new squad? Do you think it's going to be like a brand new expansion team? Or do you think they're going to move somebody up there like Toronto Raptors? Or are the Raptors going to end up in Florida? Or are they going to stay home in Toronto? I don't know. I got a friend that's a diehard Raptors fan. If he heard me talking right now, he's a Canadian too. He'd really be mad at me. Sorry, Brandon, if you're listening. Yeah, Raptors won a ring. That's okay. I know lots of good teams that got moved. Look what happened with Cleveland. Lost their team to Baltimore, and even though they kept the name and the history, that Baltimore squad went and won the ship, you know? Man, is his shot really that wet? I'm talking about Rick Smits here. I'm really shocked that his shot is really that wet. Okay, okay. Good job, good job. It's green, it's cash, it's money. It all comes down to money. If they don't pay for the arena, talking about Seattle, Seattle wasn't willing to pay for an arena, I don't think. So that kind of hurt them there. Minnesota's more at risk than Toronto. That could be. I think it'll be a brand new team. I don't know if they'll move anyone out here. Who knows? My prediction is if they add a team and then it throws it out of bounds on me. That was an automatic inbound. I didn't inbound that. I think if they do an expansion team, they probably will add 2 teams. So I predict that Las Vegas will get a squad. That's a prediction I have too, that maybe we get one in Seattle and again in Las Vegas. Oops, we didn't get the rebound. All right. What's everybody's favorite team? Yeah, you guys got the Las Vegas, what are the Knights? Sonics and Wolves. T-Wolves have some nice players now. They're getting better. I finally got used to Mobley's shot here, I think. Katino Mobley and Steve Francis. You know who else we're due? We're due for a big-time Steve Francis card. I feel like some slept-on Amethyst cards back in the day. It was Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, and then Francis. We did get a pink diamond Francis, but I think we're due for another card from him. I'm surprised this Mobley was just a diamond. But I guess they could do a lot with this Mobley. He's good. You know what I mean? You just upgrade him a little bit, and he can... Oop. Bad pass, bad pass. Awesome. I want to take a look at Twitter. I think somebody said they had sent me something. I think I totally forgot about it. Anybody else send me anything or at me? No? Okay. Just checking. Hated the Pistons, rooted for MJ, Chicago, Bulls, Bears, and Cubs. Yeah, I love Michael. That's probably my, I don't know, Michael Jordan and Shaq, Kobe, Penny, um, Pippen. I really, really loved watching those players too. Larry Bird. I'm a big Larry Bird fan. Magic and Kareem. Kareem just totally gets dumped on, man. Kareem's like one of the all-time greats in history, and Wilt Chamberlain too. But I feel like Wilt gets more love than Kareem. But both of those guys are kind of slept on. Hey, we got our 5 threes, so I think we got that agenda knocked out. Minnesota to have a team to 89 facts. So is Kevin Garnett the greatest T-Wolf in history? Yeah, Eastern Conference 89 was brutal. Facts. Hey, it's finally going to open for me. Jeez. What did I get stiff like 3 times in a row and didn't open? Jeez. It's starting to depress me a little bit here. And then it's 1,000 MT. I mean, I'll take 1,000 MT. I'm not mad at 1,000 MT, but I mean, look at how far up this board. We're 11 away from Michael Finley. I predict I'll get Michael Finley before I get Ferry. Might even get Doug West before I get Ferry. I don't think I'm going to get Ferry, guys. What is it, April 28th? What's the date today? 21st. I got, what, a week? I got a week. I don't think it's going to happen, guys. They retire as number once Glenn completes the sale to A-Rod. True. 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 The Jones. Thank you for that follow, bro. Really appreciate it. Where's everybody from? I know some of y'all from Las Vegas. Some of y'all from Seattle. I'm in Denver, Colorado here. People back on KG for going to the Celtics, but I was happy for him. Well, he didn't choose to go. They chose to trade him, you know what I mean? Like they chose to trade him. They said, "Hey, we're going to trade you out." And he actually didn't want to go. And I think who sat him down? Was it Chauncey? Chauncey or somebody? Chauncey Billups, I think, sat his ass down. Somebody sat him down and said, "Hey, you want to win or what? Like, you better go." Because Chauncey used to play in Minnesota, so I think Chauncey Billups sat him down and said, "You want to win?" Like, he basically sat him down and said, "You want to win? Because if you want to win, then you better take your butt and go." You know, and that was really, really solid of him to tell his friend. You know, get 5 assists with Magic Mavericks point guards, huh? Did somebody release that was a Maverick? Okay, Dennis Smith Jr. All right, we could do some Dennis Smith Jr. We got to do what, 5 assists with him. Unless there's somebody else that's a Mavericks player that I may have overlooked. I don't think so. Well, I guess I could use Luca instead. Might have to do that, or Dennis Smith Jr. I'm going to use Luca for fun. My Luca has Hoff clamps. We'll see how he does for me. Hall of Fame introduction will be great this spring. You're right. Spoke to you the other day on Facebook. Oh, right on, man. I apologize. Your name must be different. Ping me on Facebook and tell me what your Twitch handle is, so I know who you are, bro. Australia, nice. Can't wait to watch Hall of Fame. There better be some good KG Duncan stories. Oh, I bet there are. If you want to hear a funny Kevin Garnett story, go look now on YouTube. It's the first time against Michael Jordan, I think. Did you ever hear about that story where he's there going on and on with J.R. Ryder, and it's like him and J.R. giving it to the Bulls, and he starts trash talking Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan just goes off on him. Did you ever hear that story? That's hilarious. Did they put a headband on Luka? This is outstanding. Yeah, they changed Luka and put a headband on him, huh? That's funny. Oh, that's a bad shot. Oh, I got that back? I'll take that. Luka's an animal. Matt Barnes, Steven Jackson have a great series on Showtime. All the smoke. Yeah, but there's also like there was also an interview with Isaiah Ryder, like, I don't know if it was a year or two before, but it was like basically, they told the same story basically, but Kevin Garnett's hilarious because he like mimics and imitates everybody so perfectly. I love it when everything was all done with and he's like imitating Michael Jordan going, "You done? You done? You done?" That sounds like something I would say when I would do something to somebody with athletics. But yeah, I just thought it was hilarious that, look at Luka getting the block like that. That was, he just snatched it right out of his hands. Lord have mercy. Yeah, dude, MJ just gave it to him. I mean, he was like, we didn't know what was going on. We had 3 8-second calls. I remember watching that game, the highlights of it anyway on ESPN, and they're just going off about how Michael just went off, how they weren't doing well, and he just decided to get after everybody. It was a big thing on SportsCenter that night. Tell you what, it was fantastic. But Michael was everywhere. He was just single-handedly denying them the ability to inbound the ball. He was stealing it from them. I think they got an over and back at one point. I mean, it was crazy. Who is it that Luka is guarding that he's just eating alive? Is that Wiggins? Luka is eating Wiggins alive. Which version of Wiggins is this? Holy cow. And that's the pink diamond one, too. Hey! Oh, that's a crappy Michael Jordan. That's a Miles Turner. Man, it's a pretty crappy team I'm playing against. I know I got a diamond and a pink diamond out here with my Dark Matter Luka, but that's why Luka's looking like such a demi. I mean, he's a great card anyway, but he's been a little more nerfed lately. No, never a good idea to trash talk MJ. Never a good idea. I thought it was hilarious. So he's like, Mike, he don't understand the rules. He young. Michael didn't care. That was a bad shot. Get the rebound, Luka. Come on. Just because he's got the takeover, I had to shoot that little three. I need to get one more assist. Quit messing around. What's my go-to playbook? I mean, I like the Bucks playbook, but I mostly run freelance. I like Hawks, Denver, 21 delay. I like Allen Iverson series. See if he can hit that. Ooh, and he hit it from back there. Get some Malik Beasley. What else have I tried that I like? I like 4 out, 1 inactive as well. If you have somebody like Shaq, or if you have that not out of position, but that Inferno Ben Simmons, and you get yourself shooters at all positions around him, and you run a 4 out, 1 inactive, that's a really good one to use as well. That's what I use. There's some other stuff I sometimes mess around with. Do we get our assists? Yeah, we got 5 assists. That's all we knew, right? It was 5? I didn't pay attention. I need to pay closer attention to that. Gary Payne, MJ Trash Talk is hilarious also. Oh, yeah. You know what another good one is Larry Bird. Larry Bird has no lips, so you can't even see him talking. I love the story of Larry Bird going from the trainer's lap when they're playing the Hawks, and all the guys on the bench got in trouble with the coach because they were laughing, except for Doc Rivers, because Doc Rivers turned his head and the coach never saw him because he's just messing around. Larry Bird's like, what, you gonna have a black guy guarding or a white guy guarding me? Do you guys remember that story where he's like, I'm offended, white guy can't guard me? I can't remember what game it was, and Larry went out and told him that. And Larry was always talking some smack, man. I remember one story that was Kevin McHale told, and I heard about it recently. I don't remember how long ago he told the story, but they had a real close game, and Larry played awful, and they had a big lead, but Larry played awful, and then Larry played even worse in the fourth quarter, and they gave the game away basically, and it was on the line, last shot, and Larry told him, he goes, "I'm going to shoot it from right here, and I'm going for the win, so you better be ready," or something like that, and he went and shot it and made it too for the win. Oh, it's fantastic, you know. Um, let's see. I'm catching up on the chat here. MJ said it best to Reggie. Don't talk to Black. Oh yeah, yeah. Reggie had that story. It was like, what is this? He ain't, Jesus. He don't walk on water. And then he tore him up and he says, from now on, you better call me Black Jesus. So they start calling him the Black Cat or Black Jesus. I thought that was a great story too. But Reggie and MJ ended up becoming good friends. Ended up becoming really good friends. Your homie back in there used to do all Peyton's trimming prep dope. Nice. Spent 50K on packs, made 8K back. I guess not too bad, but I wanted Sabonis. I know. Why don't you just go buy Sabonis? So said he get to the point where they just wanted to tell him to shut the hell up. Yeah, I believe it. Larry Bird would dominate in today's game. Yes, he would. Oh, hold on. Let me get you untimed out, bro. Okay, you should be good. Sorry about that, Jones. Nightbot gets a little handy. Don't worry about Nightbot. Somebody just let me know if Nightbot does something stupid. I gotta go and change the settings. It's a little handy right now, so sorry about that. All right, so did we get that taken care of on the mystery? Yeah, Mavericks point guard assist, sweet. Blazers in the paint. Oof. Smith Jr. assist. I guess I should put Dennis Smith Jr. in. I don't really want to. Let's put Dennis Smith Jr. in. Oh, and we got some packs, didn't we? We got some packs here. Let's go. Let's go. Wouldn't it be cool if we get some Hall of Fame packs out of these? Is that possible? Because I've never gotten a Hall of Fame pack out of this. And I got so many. Like some of you guys are new to my stream. Let me show you something real quick. I got so many flipping badges. I should probably sell some of these off before they're not worth anything. Wait, I had 10. I have 10 green machines? Oh, he's not going for much. Maybe 1,000, but still. I could probably get a few thousand out of that. But yeah, I got a ton of stuff. It's all stuff I'm not really going to use, I don't think. Wish I could get more steadies. These are worth a lot. Because the next gen, ooh, look at that. Like 18,000. I should have held on to them. I was selling them when they were worth like 10 or 15. I should have held on to them. Darn it. Because I got steady there. Do I have steady? I know I have steady gold. Do I have steady silver? I don't think I have a steady silver, but I have a steady gold, I bet. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, there it is. I got 4 of these? All right, all right. Oh, they're not worth that much. Okay. Whatever. I thought that'd be worth something, but no. But no, it's not. And just in case you guys want different gameplay, different cards. I was laughing at DBG trying to say that one startup YouTuber's got, an all dark matter lineup first before anybody else. I'm like, bullshit. And what's funny is I even reached out to DBG and said, hey, I got a really deep lineup, man. You should probably check me out. I'll let you do a gameplay with my stuff. He's like, oh, I'll keep it in mind. Ty Debo said the same thing to me. So it's all good, It's all good. Try to reach out to the big dogs and rub elbows, and sometimes the big dogs are just too good for you. It's all good. Yeah, I said it. I said what I said. It's all right. We'll make our own way. Anyways, that's why we got our own channel now. This is before I had a channel, even though I was trying to talk to Ty. And then I decided to do my own thing now. And I still reached out to DBG just because I do like DBG, and I like Ty too. I think Ty's a good kid. I think DBG's a trendsetter. I think he does some good things. But you're wanting me to do like an all short lineup. I mean, there is Nate here. Nate's a good card, I hear. How tall is Hitting 8 in this game? They got him at 5'9". It's not too bad. It's not too bad. AI, of course. I don't like using the short players on this game, though. It's not real fun. Anyways, let's get back in here. I'll have to use that Jones Jr. Get those assists going. Dennis Smith Jr., excuse me. You're right about using the badges for the lower tier card. Reg's Empty Story is great. Cheers, bro. Yes, absolutely. They were great for Diamond. I got Hoff Catch and Shoot from level 39. I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's a good one. Says bronze, silver, steady's worth more than gold. Facts. Clutch Shooter, pretty expensive. Facts. DBG's annoying. Not a fan of him. He can be annoying. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jones. It's just someone's opinion. Always take it with a grain of salt. That's true. You got to take everything with kind of a grain of salt. Let me know if give me your guys' feedback and opinion on Nightbot posting those links. It went from like not posting links at all, and now he's posting maybe a little too much. If you feel like he's posting too much, I'd like some feedback on that, and I'll lengthen the variation that he's going to post those links on stuff. So please give me your feedback. If it's annoying and cluttering the chat, let me know. Like I say, I'm just trying things out for fun here. See if we can green that off dribble. Nope. Guess I'll have to give him some catch and shoot varieties. CPU's training for 250K again. Good block, good block. There we go. You know, Rick Smith's could at least shoot the three for me. Oh, good night, Slightly Filthy. I appreciate you coming out, man. Trons, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, my guy. 36K from J.R. Smith. Hold on, let me catch up on some of this. Crons, you're in good shape, dude. You're in good shape. Appreciate the follows, guys. Really appreciate it. Glad to be close to be done with grinding XP for the season. Yeah, me too. The XP grind have actually been a lot easier last 2 seasons, but I still feel beat up from it, but not as beat up. I tell you what, I was sweating so hard to try to get Blake Griffin. I almost didn't get Blake Griffin. I only had hours, if that, to get him. I just had a few hours left to get him. I almost missed out. I missed out on Stephen Curry. I was very upset with myself on that. Got to take advantage of that mismatch. And then Dwayne Wade wasn't too bad of a grind for me, but it was long and arduous. I actually had time off from work, so I was hitting that one up. What was another one that I did? I did the Kawhi grind. Kawhi wasn't bad. Kawhi didn't feel real overdone and hard. For some reason, I think by the time I got to it's green. By the time I got to D-Rob, I was pretty burned out. And then I was a little disappointed in D-Rob because they came out with such fire centers immediately after D-Rob came out. Like, it wasn't just like they came out with one guy. They you got Kareem, you got Wilt. Like, they just keep bringing out all these great centers, and D-Rob can hold his own, but he's definitely not I don't even think D-Rob's a top 5 big right now. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone else thinks otherwise, but I'm actually pretty disappointed in 2K for not making D-Rob better. I always thought D-Rob should have been a Dark Matter card, personally. So they must have another D-Rob that they're going to bring out. How much longer do y'all think we'll get content for? Last year we got content kind of late in the season because of COVID. He's good at power forward. I agree. David Robinson, very good at power forward for his height and everything. So they listed that part right, where they gave him a lot of option and flexibility, making him a PF and C. It's one thing I dislike about what they did with, ooh, good block. What they did with Wilt and Kareem, I can't use them at anywhere other than center, so having both of them in the lineup really limits me. You know, I have to make sure everybody else is a PFC that's out there, like Giannis and Bosch or Kevin Garnett or Jaron Jackson Jr. now. Who else do I like to run? Oof. Oh, Smith Jr. gets himself a little sharpshooter. Huh? Ooh, he's got good dribble sigs, guys, and a good release. I'm gonna have to change my opinion. Last stream I said Smith Jr. I wasn't gonna have it because he's only 6'2", but I like his sigs. I like the way he's playing. That's why you got to play with the card, man. You can't just go by the book. I don't like these streamers that will pop open the webpage and tell you all about the card. Like, you could tell what it's going to be on paper, but you won't know until you actually play with it. Look at that. 2 greens in a row. Sheesh. Don't really like Will, and I really got the hype with him. Got J.R. Smith tonight, using him for fairy grind, releases money. That's good. You think through the NBA Finals we'll get content? You're probably right. 2K is going to milk content all the way through the playoffs in order to give us GOAT cards. I hope we get GOAT cards again. I loved that last year, and I didn't get to play long enough with those GOAT cards. I feel like it kind of came too fast for me. As far as Wilt, I love Wilt, but I don't like his release. I've tried and tried and tried to like his release. I've tried to justify it. I've tried to act like everything's good to go, but it's just not. It's just not good to go. I don't know what to say. It's just not good to go. Oh, okay. Okay, Johns, I know who you are now. I know who you are now. Sorry about that, Brody. Thanks for joining the group and getting on the stream and being part of things, man. I really appreciate you. It's good to, like, it is an acquired taste for his jumper. That is facts. Let's see if we get anything out of this vault. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's gonna open. All right, all right, all right. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. I don't know if you guys ever watched that TV show. I did as a kid. No whammy. Stop. Oh, I thought I saw something come up. You know, I kind of got excited for half a second. I think I'm so let down by this vault opening. When if I actually pull him, I think I'm just gonna still be like blah about it. I'm gonna be like, we got him, huh? All that nonsense and work, and we got him. Oh wow, yay! You know what I mean? I think that's how it's gonna feel. I'm gonna be like, oh yay, we got him, cool. But the grind continues. And you know what? By the time I get him, Danny Ferry's not even gonna be worth having. Ugh. Even who didn't do anything special for you compared to Giannis or KG? Oh, even Will didn't do anything special for me compared to Giannis or KG. So you like Garnett a lot? Because I thought Garnett was. I think Garnett's great, but he's a little bit less than what I thought he should be personally. Fair will be worth it. He'll be more than a solid bench card even towards any. You're right. You're right. I'm frustrated because I didn't get Kermit. I didn't get Dishinger. I almost feel like I should just grind for Harper. I don't need any point guards, but I almost feel like I should grind for Harper instead of doing this. We might do that too. We might switch up. Might switch up and do some triple threat online. Try to get Ron Harper a little bit. You guys want to see some unlimited play too tonight before I call it? Fairies Jumper alone is endgame. Yeah, he's got that base 98 on quick. It's the same as Hondo and the same as AK. And Smith, Dennis Smith Jr. here, his shot is wet. His shot is wet. And looks like he can dunk, and he's got good dribble sigs too. I feel like I can move and groove with him a little bit. Oh, really? As soon as I praise the card, I get taken. Ugh. Picked my pocket clean. All right, all right. I'll try an unlimited game for you. Oh, Kobe, what's up, Kobe? Kobe wants to watch me get mad. Kobe's like, yeah, Cave, play it and get angry. You gotta try to picture the Emperor. Good. Get angry. I get so animated. Who gets more angry, Jarrell or me, at playing this game? I get pretty mad sometimes. Your servers are down? I'm sorry to hear that. Kind of wish to bring back the multiplayer weekly challenges like last year. Yeah, I think they're doing more of the season stuff, but they do have weekly challenges. Oh, you're talking about to like get cards, to get more free cards. Were any of those cards really worth it? I stopped grinding for some of them because they were just blah. I didn't really care for it. Playing horrible right now. I'm about to lose the CPU. Yeah, what? It's story time. It's story time by the campsite fire with 2K. That's what we're in right now, just so everybody knows. Man, can't bust a shot. Nada. Zero zilch. Oh, there we go. There we go. Go dunk that, Beasley. Yes. Get some takeover. Now we can get something happening here. Ooh. Ugh, that was a bad shot. It's that Bingo Smith. That Bingo Smith card's tough. Yeah, dude, I wish I could play 5v5 without it not being a sweat fest all the time. It's really crazy to me how it's always tryhards in there now, you know what I'm saying? My night's going okay, Prime. I worked a little bit. I streamed, then I worked and slash had dinner, did some laundry. In fact, I gotta go put laundry back into the dryer, actually. Funny that, after I get done with this stream, I gotta put some laundry in the dryer. I'll catch some Z's, and then I'll get up for work again. I gotta try to grab a workout, too, at some point. Tell you what, I bought a home gym, random stuff. We're gonna talk about random stuff. Just remind everybody, every other Friday, I think, is what we'll try to do. We're gonna do trivia night, and random stuff that I say in my streams. There's gonna be questions about in the trivia night, and there's gonna be prizes, and so this might be something because of a trivia. Anyways, when my daughter was born, my youngest, I ended up getting a home gym, pretty nice home gym, and I've expanded a little over the years. Pre-COVID, I might add, because I had a real bad arm injury a few years ago too. So I bought a bunch of dumbbells, tried to rehab my arm. I had to have surgery. I tore my distal bicep tendon, and anyways, it's been such a blessing to have a home gym when you're going through this lockdown stuff, you know. Lockdowns made it really hard to get to a gym, and then when the gyms are open, it's like you got to wear a mask. And I don't know, for me, I'm an asthmatic, so it's hard to breathe in that stuff, man. I tried it out, and it was just killing me. It was killing me, so I was like, nah, we're gonna home gym this up. So I need to catch that home gym. Get the ball. Oh, come on, Smiths. Why you gotta do me like that? Get the chase down, please. Thank you. Look at that takeover. He must have Hall of Fame chase down. There we go. No! I didn't realize how close this game was. Okay, I just need a score, huh? So I better quit messing around. I want to open this vault again. There we go. Oh, that's right. Didn't you mention already that you got your COVID vaccine? How you feeling from that? Some people don't feel anything. Some people feel horribly sick. Some people are just a little tired. What was it like for you? All right, all right. Come on, vault. We got to get the vault open. And then we need to get the actual card that we want, the prize that we want out of this vault. I don't know, man. What y'all think? What y'all thinking? We going to get it? I don't know. I don't feel good about my chances right now. $2K hates me. 2K hates me, everyone. Look at that. No vault opening for me. That's right. Thank you for the positivity, make it rain, but it didn't happen. 2K hates you too, but didn't you get Fairy? How many games did it take, Cave, for you to get, or Crazy, for you to get Fairy? Felt tired yesterday and a little bit today. My arm's a little sore. You paid 2,020 games to get Fairy. Are you serious? Oof. I don't have that many games in me. I'll be honest with you. I don't see myself playing that many games to get Danny Ferry. I just, ugh. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind, being able to go through and get Fat Lever here. I'd like to get Fat Lever, but I don't know. That's asking a lot, man. Because I think when I started, where's that at when I started? I already had JaVale McGee. I already had Oladipo. So I think I already had Oladipo, maybe? Or was it before Oladipo? Somewhere in this 400 win range. So I can't bitch too much. I'm less than 200 games in, but still. Yeah, I'm somewhere around I start somewhere around that 400 range. Or maybe a little more, so. Yeah, I've played a lot of games. I'm not happy about this. 2020 on the dot. That is dumb. Getting your second shot in 3 weeks. Hate this feeling. I feel you. I feel you. Grind offline for MT anyway. That's true. This is a great way to get like MT and tokens and everything, badges, all this stuff. Krong on 180 games. 2K loves you. So glad for you. You want to hear something really crazy? So I got Don Ole in like less than 10 games. And then a friend of mine got Danny Ferry on his first game that he played and won. So much like PAX, my understanding is when a new card comes out in the vault, you got to hit it quick. They'll hand it out fast early on. But everybody went nuts for this Danny Ferry, so everybody has been playing triple threat offline now, so there's less opportunities to get these cards. Kind of like when Dishinger was out, the odds are just so low. It is crazy. Even 180 games is too much in my opinion. I feel like that's just asking people to just spend too much of their life on it. Hey, and some of y'all that are on Facebook, thank you. Um, and I want feedback and stuff too from people. I just the feedback is very helpful for me. I already had Fat Lever when Fairy came out. Wish they counted wins past 1250. No doubt, right? 2K needs to guarantee these cards after a certain amount of games. Yeah, I think you're right. Like I think it needs kind of point where they give you the card. I mean, 3 minutes a game isn't too bad, but still sucks. Well, let's say it's 3 minutes a game, which is probably more like 5. Okay, Then I had to grind that many games to get get an effing card. So like it's actually closer to 5 minutes a game because then you got to wait for things to kind of push through. But 2020 games, and I'm gonna say 4 minutes a game. Let's split the difference. 8,080 minutes divided by 60. That's 134 hours. And if a season is 4 weeks, then that's a full-time job. If the season is 6 weeks, that's a part-time job. Like that's just too much. That's too much. I don't agree with what they're doing with that to make it so difficult. I just don't agree. Let's see how we're doing. Dennis Smith Jr. Did we get all his stuff? Because I don't mind the card, but it's not my favorite card. So I need 4 more assists. Okay, fair enough. And I don't think I'm scoring much with Smiths. Nope. How much scoring are we doing with old Beasley? Hey, 25 more with Beasley. We'll get there. All right. Let's do a couple more. Let's try to get some more XP done. I got to see how many games I need to finish out the triple threat offline XP agenda because we're going to get an extra 1,000 XP for that. So at least 2K is being good about getting the XP out. I'm granted 2,000 games for Kermit too, and you didn't get Kermit. I'm so sorry to hear that. What's RNG? What's RNG, guys? I've been seeing that a lot, and I apologize. I'm an old man. I'm 42 years young, so some of the abbreviations go past me. I try to be hip and slick, but it's passed me by. All right, let's be honest. That's passed me by. I'm a dad now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a middle-aged dude working an IT job. I had my crazy times as a young man. Now I play video games like I used to when I was a little kid. Actually, I'd never really stopped playing video games. I think I had maybe like a 3 or 4 year hiatus from video games. Maybe not even that long. Because I was real busy with college and with working and trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this chick that I was dating at the time. Oh, thank God that didn't work out. Oh, thank God. Ugh. I complain about life sometimes now. I get upset about some things around my home now, but oof, it could have been a lot worse. I tell you what, I don't know. I'm sure everybody's got their stories, but I dated some folks that looked, on paper, everything seemed just fine. And then, no. You get to reality and it's like, nope. I feel like Bumper on Pitch Perfect. Hard pass. Random number generator, correct. And then, 2K pack odds are horrible. Yep. You got Fairy 5 o'clock in the morning, so maybe that's the time, like 11 minutes. Hey, we'll see. Maybe that'll be the right time for me. I hope so. I just got to keep winning games. I got a decent lineup here to win games. I got a nice big. I got a point guard. I got a nice slasher and shooter. Let's see what we can do here. Block it. All right, intimidation factor. Block it. That Beck card was good back in the day, remember? All right, got the friendly rim. I like a friendly rim. I'll take a friendly rim. Anybody else take a friendly rim? I'll take a friendly rim. Ooh. Yeah, I can't believe that pass worked. I'll take it. Ugh. You've dated quite a few crazy. We all have, man. You just don't know. There's a server maintenance going. For who? For all of 2K? I'm playing Triple Threat offline. Maybe that's why I can't get anything. I'm in offline mode too. Like I stayed logged in. Did you get booted or something? I'm sure if I tried logging out, I'd get hoed. Or if I tried going in and playing something that required online presence, I'm sure I would get disappointed. Oh, there's green. Yes, I'll take it. Start an hour ago and ends in an hour. Huh. I'm on Xbox too. Granted, I'm in Denver, so I don't know if that makes a difference. And I've got a fiber connection that I don't know. Maybe I'm connected with a different set of servers. I don't know, but then again, I'm playing offline mode stuff, so that's probably why. But I wonder now if it's just not going to allow me to get Fairy. Like that might be an issue right now for getting Fairy. It might let me win, but I don't know. Unless the random number generator is sitting within my console and it's within the programming of the game and not within their server programming. How'd I get turned around on that? Okay, you're on Xbox 2 and you're playing Unlimited, flood someone, then he rage quit. Then I got error code and now I can't connect to the 2K servers. How do you know that they're on maintenance, though? Did you see a notification from 2K? I don't really think 2K puts out notices much. They're kind of weird that way. They remind me of like a typical corporation doesn't want to admit when something's going on. Because they don't want their shareholders to find out that something potentially bad happened, you know. It's like that with a lot of IT situations. Plausible deniability and all that. Get back out to the 3-point line, Beasley. Thank you, sir. Okay, it was on Twitter, 2K support. Maybe hit you offline. I've had that happen. I don't know. Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm trying to get on Twitter and see if I can find it. Yeah. I'm sure your online presence is just fine. Let me go to 2K. Is the 2K support or the MyTeam? Let's go 2K support. Oh, there we go. 2K support. There's at NBA underscore 2K support and then 2K support. You're right. It's about to begin. This should last from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. Pacific time zone. So it'll affect all NBA 2K titles. Experience any error codes outside of this main window, please contact 2K support. Okay. 2K underscore support. Who is that? We're not going to follow 2K underscore support. All right. Well, that's good to know. I was already following 2K support, but I just don't check my Twitter as much as I should. Phil Ferry, then Taco Fall coming. Let's find out, man. Let's see what happens. Thank you for the good vibes. Let's exit out of here. I want to see how many assistancies I had. We had 5 with Smith Jr. Good. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get ourselves a proper Danny Ferry card. Or hit the glitch market. It wouldn't be crazy if I hit the glitch market and got Taco. Or hit the glitch market and got gold Tyrone Lue. I could live with that. It didn't open. I tell you what, it's been hard to get this thing to open lately. I am really, really not happy with this. And then no glitch love either. I think this is getting all. We got the Inferno award pack. I think that's for completing all of the triple threat offline stuff, right? Let's take a look. Let's see, what did we just complete? Yeah, we did that whole triple threat group. So that was some good 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that was a good 2,000. Where are we at now on XP? Okay, we're at 31,000. Man, that's huge. I have to take a look at my other streams and my other pictures earlier in the day. I've gotten a lot of XP here today. I might have to hold off on getting these because I'm starting to get tired. But this is fantastic. I really, really like where this is going. Yeah. Diao, we'll get some Diao scores going. Let's see what happened here. Did we get... Yeah, we did. We got the rest of his assists. Outstanding. So 21 points with Spurs power forward in a single game. So we could do that. Blazers in the paint. Let's see what's going on with Malik here. 9 more points with Malik. Okay. 9 more with Malik. And who's my other one? Smiths. Man, I'm not scoring much with Smiths, though. Yeah, Smiths is just a slow grind. Let's see if we get anything fun here. I wouldn't mind getting a LeBron card. I already have LeBron with Hall of Fame clamps, I might add. But I wouldn't mind getting a LeBron card here and getting a little like, MT out of it. Plus, I could say that I pulled LeBron. Nope, didn't get anything. Gotta love that. Aaron Aflalo. That's a quick sell. Oh, boy. All right, we're going to try again. We're going to try one more time. So we can finish off some more XP here, huh? So we can finish off some more XP. And I lost the chat for some reason again, so I apologize. I'm running off my phone. I don't have a decent computer right now. I'm really mad at Dell. I'm going to tell you all my crappy story here with Dell. So my Alienware just stopped recognizing the license for Windows 10. So I contact them. Of course, I'm out of warranty. Of course, they don't give you a CD anymore or a key for anything, so it's all embedded in the motherboard. And so I'm trying to reimage it. They tell me use the OS recovery tool. I get, a USB stick. I get the OS recovery tool. I get on the internet and I put in my service tag for my Alienware brand, not brand new, but I've hardly used it. It's only 2 years old. I put in the OS server recovery tool of my service tag and there's no images available. It's like, how the heck am I supposed to recover this machine? And then they're like, hey, you could pay, $200 or $150 or whatever for someone to come out and fix it. I'm like, why? I'm an IT guy. I could fix this. I just need the proper tools in order to fix it. It's annoying. Very, very annoying. I need to find a point guard or somebody point guardish to use. Well, there's Will Barton. Sean Elliott, we've already done. There is Eric Bledsoe. 7 assists. I could probably do that, I suppose. Gilmore. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out who I should put in here. There's Gerald Green. I will put in Gerald Green. Yeah, let's put in Gerald Green. There he is. Yeah, but I want to get the actual image, like the Alienware image, because it has all like that built-in Alienware software, and they got like the Dell software and everything else that I want to be able to have, so that way I can have all my tools and have the Dell stuff too, and the Dell diagnostics. And I don't have to have all that, but yeah, I may just need to grab a copy of Windows 10 and throw it on, period, and see what happens. But I'm just really, really upset. What I've done now is I put the Windows or Dell OS recovery tool on a USB drive. It's in my pocket. I'll probably plug it in the next day or two and try to download it direct. So I was trying to download it for another computer and put in the service tag for my Alienware computer, and no joy, of course. So we'll see kind of what comes of this. I'm hoping something can happen, because I really like to get my Alienware going, so that way I can have a more quality in my streams too. And I could get my Elgato running in the mix, and it'll give me less lag, and then I could actually do things with the PC, like run music, right? Everyone's like, hey, run some music, and I'm like, yeah, I can't do that with my setup the way it is right now. This is gonna be a hard game. I don't think Gerald Green is a great point guard type player. He's a good 3-and-D cone. Beasley's a playmaker. Beasley makes an okay point guard here for me. Eesh. Eesh. That's only 1% when I got my 7'4" center sitting there. That's true. It is more bloatware. You're probably right about that. I probably don't need it. So maybe what I should do is just go grab a Windows 10 image and call it good that way. Hey, it's green. There we go. We'll take that. No, Kron, you're right. You're right. The more I think about it, probably should just get it up and get it going. But it's principle, man. They actually, if anything, should have shipped my product with a USB and the key. Like I shouldn't have to download nothing. Like, what if it's your only computer and you're trying to make things go? Like, It's like, hey, go find a friend and get this recovery tool going. It's like, why? Why don't you guys send it to me? Back in the day, we used to have CDs and CD keys. I know they want to keep people from pirating software. Well, that's fine. Give me the software then and have the key be embedded like it's supposed to be and be on our way. Sorry, just an old IT guy complaining here. And we need to start hitting some shots here. I'm getting really fed up. There we go. No, you're right. You're right. Because it should recognize right off the motherboard, like you were saying, and I don't know, unless there's something else fundamentally wrong with my hardware, or maybe the BIOS. I don't know if there was any issues with the BIOS on the machine, if that would cause an issue, if the BIOS needs an update low key that I missed or messed up, like it just didn't install right. I mean, there's infinite possibilities, I suppose. I'm glad I had takeover, so I would go in. Ugh, bad foul, bad foul. There we go. It's green. It's cash. It's money. Pay me 2K. Give me my 3 points. Here we got Green with 3 assists. Okay, that's not bad. I think he needed 14 more. He needed 15 total. I already had 1. Get him his assists. Just something here to get some more XP going. He's trying to pass the ball and he just slapped it away. Gotta love that. All right, all right. Oop, oop, get a block. No. So everybody in here has Danny Ferry now, except for me, right? I'm just keeping tabs here on what 2K has done to me here. Everybody has Danny Ferry, but Caveman. Gotta love it. So much for my Papa Pack luck. So much for being Papa Pack, right? I'm like Shaq, baby. I gotta have multiple names. The CPU's getting ready for that 250K qualifier early, man. They're mad. They didn't win it all last year. They're coming strong now. There we go. We got the dub. All right. All right. All right. Tons of trolling by 2K. Tons of trolling. I mean, I talk all this smack, but I really do love this game. I'm a big NBA fan, though, and I used to like to collect cards as I was a kid. And I'm a video gamer, obviously, and I love playing NBA video games. So this is right up my alley, and I complain, but I love the hell out of this game, Ooh, 5 for 5 with Beasley and 7 for 7. All right, I'll take it. What did he have for assists? Hang on. He had 5 assists. Okay. Okay, fair enough. All right, come on, vault. Open for me. This vault will open, and I will obtain my privileged, righteous, and just Danny Ferry card, right? It's going to happen. We're going to speak this into existence. This vault is going to open, and I'm going to get Danny Ferry. It is providence. It is destiny. See, it's opening. It's going to be Danny Ferry, guys. You're going to get to see it live right here on stream. I'm finally going to get Danny Ferry after grinding all these stupid games. Here we go. Danny Ferry. It's supposed to be Danny Ferry. It's a badge pack. It's supposed to be Danny Ferry, guys. What happened to speaking things into existence? All right. Glitch Market's going to hit. And we're going to get Gold Tyrone Lue or Taco Fall. I don't care either one. Glitch Market now? No Glitch Market. Okay. Okay. All right. We're going to open this badge pack real quick. Oh, boy. I know, I was hoping it was going to be fairy too. I was trying to speak that into existence for myself here. All right, we're going to play again. And I'm going to see Gerald Green needs what? Was he a flash card? Yeah, he's a flash card, I think. No? That's Jeff Green. There we go, Gerald Green. We need 7 more assists. Okay. Or I could just go off and score 12 points with him. Okay. Let's do this. I thought it was a for sure thing, too. That's all right. We're going to get him. One way or another, we're going to get him. We still have a week, so we'll be okay. We still have a week, so we'll be all right. Really happy to see people in the Facebook community coming out too and support me. Thank you guys. I love it. It's green. All right. I'm tempted just to let him score. There we go. That way I'm not wearing myself out either. All right, let's do this. Inbound the ball. Thank you very much. Oof. Look at him fouling me. Ugh. That's just trash. That's trash, I tell you. Oh, I keep fouling. My bad. My bad. All right, let's do this. Man, they doing that whole team defense thing. I can't hit anything with Smiths all of a sudden. Server maintenance. I wonder if they're adding some blades to their server farm so that way they can actually handle more people on and we reduce this lag. Or maybe they're adding blades so that way they can handle the next edition of 2K coming. Which you got to imagine that they're pretty close with their 2K, the next 2K and their tests and everything. They got to be getting close. That was just a bad shot. Eesh. Gotta love that. All right, let's go. Let's get this back. Gotta beat the CPU. Let's go. No! I better just stick with Malik Beasley. He's a dog. He can score, so we're going to stick with Malik Beasley. Really? Chris Kaman was tough, but come on now. Yeah, this Beasley card is worth picking up. I tell you what, I like the card. He's not a competitive level card, but he's good. He's fun. He'll get you through the CPU grind, that's for sure. So Smith's apparently. No, that was a bad shot. Dang it. Why in the world is he able to get by Smiths? I'll stand him right there. Good. Drug him right in for the dunk. That's how we like it. You got Sabonis? Outstanding. I'll catch up on chat here soon. I'm about to lose the CPU here. I can't get any defense going. Trying to keep the crash and release this new content on Friday. Facts. Hopefully next year. Yeah, I hope it's better too. Good job, Crazy. I'm glad you got Sabonis. You have to let me know what you think of him. I threw Kobe Grinch speed shoes on him, and then I used Phil Jackson, and I'm going to try using him in Unlimited. And then I might even try using him in some comp. I might try using him in some comp play too. Maybe. We'll see. I just don't know how badly he'll get abused. That was really bad. Bad game on my part. Beasley was not the problem. Green. You know, I used to think highly of Green. Changing my mind on Green. I think Green is out. Gotta finish this damn agenda, and I ain't using that card again, I don't think. Oof. So how many packs did you open, Crazy, in order to get Sabonis? To get Saboni. That's right, I need to get a Celtic to get 12 points with a Celtic. I could definitely do that. Hold on, are we done with Beasley? Yeah, we got Beasley. Okay. Look at that. 30,725. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. The kid's all right. The kid's all right. So let's grab a Celtic player. Let's get a top-notch Celtic player. Let's do one more of these bad boys. Which Celtic player should we use, folks? I'm trying to think of who I'm comfortable with here. There's Rajon Rondo. I do like Rondo. I think we're going to have to go with Rondo here. Now, hold on. Does this say with Celtic player? Any Celtics player. Okay, so it's got to be single player. I just can't. I'm tired of using green. Let's find somebody else that we can do something with. Boards for Ball. 5 rebounds with LaMelo Ball. Might have to do LaMelo here. Dimes from Noah. Okay. Okay, actually Noah would be all right here. Let's do that. Let's get Noah going in here. Okay, perfect. He can rebound too. Spent 130K or so, 13 packs. Got 3 Opals and 11 packs, so 2 Jokic's and a Sabonis. That's not bad. Oh, you want me to use Ray Allen? I'll pull Ray Allen in next time if you want, man. That's no problem. No problemo. All right, let's go Rajon Rondo. Is it playoff Rondo time? I think it's going to be playoff Rondo time. Yes, it's only a 2-pointer. We'll get the threes going. It's going to be playoff Rondo. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Hey, it's green. It's cash. It's money. So that's 1 assist. He needs 10. I already had 1 with him, so we need to have 9 total for this game. Probably not going to get 9 total this one game, but hey, probably easier to get the assists out of Noah than it will be out of Green. There we go. There's 2. I wonder if I like Noah better for point guard play than Shumpert for having defense. But Shumpert can really dunk, and I don't know. Shumpert can shoot a little, whereas Noah really can't shoot. I mean, you can put some shooting badges on Noah and get him good, I'm sure. Oof. That was close. Thought he was going to block it. Oh. Really? I do like having all his size out there, talking about Noah. Would Noah make a good 2-guard for me and Rajon at the point? I was trying to think of like weird lineups to stump people from a matchup standpoint. I even got a piece of that ball too as he was going up. You feel like Noah is overpowered? His strength is huge. And so is Rondo's. Rondo's like an 88 strength. Look at that. Just goes that in, does whatever he wants. I should have got another assist. I should have done a G&G there with Noah. Joakim Noah. I remember when Joakim Noah was first getting in the league, Ben Wallace was like really shitty to him. I don't know what the deal was there. They're having problems with Ben Wallace. Didn't Ben Wallace go to Chicago after he left Detroit to get that big payday? And then Joakim Noah was pretty young, and he was just really rude to him, if I recall. Not sure what the story was behind that. Check back with me. I'll try to get that story right in my head here. I think I just forgotten what... Oh, I couldn't get over there in time to contest that shot. I do not want to lose the CPU again, darn it. All right, let's go here. Come on, Noah. I want you to do this, buddy. Look at that. And then I get blocked, really? Yeah, this is getting ugly. Really not happy. Why did he go all the way out for me? Come on. Come here, Noah. Come give me a good... It's magic, that's why. Ugh. There we go. Jeez. I just wanted to score with Noah so that we would kind of take the pressure off of Rondo. Because the AI will start just keying on Rondo too much. Or maybe get a score with Smits here. But just haven't been able to do that against Giannis. Giannis is tough. Ben also a bum with the Bulls. Almost forgot about that. Yeah. He was such a jerk, wasn't he, when he played there? Oh, at least I got... Ooh, and it goes in. All right, we'll take it. And 1, baby. And 1. Thanks for sticking with me, everybody. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the support in the stream. Makes a guy feel good, man. Appreciate you. It's kind of stuff I'd be doing anyway, you know, playing video games in a chat with friends anyhow. So, ooh, it's pretty. It's so pretty. Anybody a White Men Can't Jump fan? Might be some trivia about White Men Can't Jump. Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson were phenomenal in that movie. I absolutely love that movie. Billy Ho. I had a high school acquaintance. I used to call him Billy Ho because of that movie. Was Thibs a good coach? Because I heard Thibs was like little too controlling. Like he was worried about, you know, guys' haircuts and things like that. I don't even know that it really matters, does it? That's the only bad thing I heard about Thibs, that he was a little weird about stuff like that. And I think that's what part of his problem was with Ben Wallace. Him and Ben Wallace. He didn't want Ben Wallace to rock a fro on the court. And personally, I don't see what the problem was with that. I'm still to this day like trying to figure out like, as long as the hair's not like in the way or causing an adverse effect on how you play, you know, like your hair's in your face, like that's a problem, right? The hair's in your face, you can't see to shoot, or you can't see when the ball's coming. That's a problem. But like just in general, it seemed like he was really against, culture. I mean, I don't want to be like that because I hate people that are like that. I'm not into that. But like, it just seemed like and look at this, this vault isn't opening again. Ugh. But it almost seemed like Thibs was against culture, man. It's like, why can't a man have an afro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get an afro. I'm Native American, right? I can't grow an afro. So, but homie can, so let him have it. Like, it looked good on him. It's part of who he was. You know what I'm saying? He had the headband, he had the big old fro. I personally didn't see the issue with it because I think that was part of the problem. Am I right? And so, I don't know. It was just a really weird thing. Was he good with the X's and O's? Thibs was good with X's and O's then as a coach. I could believe that Thibs was a good X's and O's guys. But sometimes you got to be more than X's and O's too. If you're losing your players over stupid stuff like that, like it don't matter. You know, I don't know. But Thibs, he's coaching in Minnesota now, isn't he? I think he's coaching in Minnesota now. Defensive mastermind. He's in New York now. He's coaching the Knicks. I want to look up Thibs. So that's how Thibs stays in leagues because he really is great at what he does. Yeah, you're right. He's there with the New York Knickerbockers. Yeah, he was in Minnesota for 3 years, and then now he's with the Knicks. And Knicks are playing lights out right now. Can't really argue with them. But is he coaching right now or is he an exec? Oh, he's a coach there. Okay. And then he was an assistant coach with the Celtics when they won the title. Okay. Okay. He's old school and didn't work in Minnesota except when Butler was there. Yeah, Butler likes the old school edge, doesn't he? That being said, he ran D Rose into the ground. He's coaching the Knicks. Knicks have won 7 in a row. Yeah, he did run D Rose into the ground. That's why I'm worried about Mike Malone running Jamal Murray into the ground. I don't care for that. That just bugs the heck out of me. What am I doing here with out of position? Noah. Okay, we need 3 more dimes there. And then who else am I running this lineup? I have Rondo. Okay, so that should have been good for, yeah. So now in Warriors, 15 points with a Warrior player. Let's see what we got here. Let's get some contracts back to us here, shall we? I need to sell off these cards, I think, before they... I think I need to sell off this Chris Webber card. Or did I not? Did I badge up my other Chris Webber? I can't remember. I'm having a hard time selling this Hero Luca because it's original owner. So is that other C-Web. It's original owner. I had a hard time selling them, but I picked up cards that had Hoff clamps for both of them. Although C-Web was just okay. When I switched out C-Web for Hero Harden or Glitch Harden, totally different game for my team. Let's take a look here. Actually, no. Looks like I'd have badged up pretty much the same, except for that clamps that's sitting there. Oh my goodness. Oh, he does have steady, so that's part of the deal there too. What's he going for? What's Weber going for right now? He's not a bin, is he? Flick. He's a bin. All right, what's he going for? The low end. Okay, so he's going closer to 90. I still think I should put him up for 100. Because I got the Grinch shoe on him. Yeah, with the Kobe Grinch, I think he should be 100K minimum. What do y'all think? There we go. Pains me to get rid of a original owner card, but that's fine. All right. So Warriors, I probably just use Steph. That just makes the most sense because I don't have anything to do with these other cards. Shall I run Steph or Durant? Who should I run? He did do a lot of coaching the Bulls, and he's obviously a winner. I don't know if I like his style, but his style gets results. You know what I mean? But you know, there's a lot of evil people to get results too. Landing recklessly definitely puts you in a bad spot. That's true. Guys like Pop knew that when Duncan was injured and the Tellers played to cut their losses and not push the issue. True. True, true. These are all facts that y'all speak. All facts. So am I using... Who am I using? Curry, Mullen, Durant. Who should we use out of these guys? I might just pick someone here real quick. I'm not sure how delayed my voice is back to everybody. I see a lot of people getting J.R. Smith, but no Ferry yet. Oh my goodness. Steph or Clay? All right, let's rock Steph. Let's see what happens. For me, I was gonna go Steph or Mullen or Durant. A lot of people are arguing with me that the out of position Durant is like superior to the quantum one. He's better, but is he superior? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. A lot of people were wishing that the out of position Durant could be played at 3. I simply said, I would just get quantum Durant. Then if I really want Durant at the 3, then get a Durant who could play the 3. There was a 97 overall Opal that could play the 3. I mean, there you go. Just a thought. Hey, there we go. So what do we need? 15 with Clay there or Steph? It's just the fact that he can play the 2. Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that he can play the 2. I like the card. I use the card. There's really not an answer for him at the 2 right now, I don't think. Other cards I like at the 2. MJ, I still like DeRozan at the 2. Oof. Shooting horribly right now. I haven't used Clay or Curry in a while. Oh, I should have gotten back to block that again. All right. We'll get there. Meanwhile, I want to make sure I get these assists with Noah. Get that? No. I didn't time that block very well. Try T-Mag with the state of me missing wide opens nonstop. I have that problem too. I like Carmelo Anthony a lot at the 2 for his defense, phenomenal. I can green with Melo pretty well too. but he also has steady, and it becomes a bit of a problem. I had people in other streams not believe me on that, but it is fact that the steady shooter is still an issue in this game for current gen. I don't know why they had to make, I don't know why they had to make a badge like steady shooter and current gen, which is, really a bad badge, be such a beneficial badge in next gen, calling it blinders. Why couldn't they have made them a separate thing? Like, just give someone, blinders on next gen if you want, right? They didn't have to make it an if then. They really didn't have to do that. Or they could have created a brand new badge, or they could have taken a badge that really doesn't do much, and put it in there like that. So, I don't know. Very frustrating, but that's right. Karolinko, yeah, I wish we could remove it. I agree. AK has that issue too. Does Ferry have steady? I haven't looked into that. I think I need to get another assist to see here with Joakim Noah. Trying to remember. I did not get there in time. I hate it when I play off too far. All right, let's go. Just to keep them guessing. Just to keep the CPU guessing. Because Curry's already got 9. I get one more 3. No, I need 15. So I need 6 more points. I better play it chill and just keep scoring with him. There we go. It's green. It's cash. It's money. Pay me 2K. So no steady on Ferry. Yeah, Ferry's going to be the absolute GOAT in this thing. Man. I shouldn't have let him go by me. There we go. There we go. We're back in it. We just need 2 more points. Man, Curry is still a dominant player. I can't wait till we get a Dark Matter all 99 player. Please go in. Thank you. Get a win. That's what I'm talking about. Take our lanes, always giving some cards that can't Curry slide on the current, the ability to slide in the next. Facts. Look at LeBron James. And the blinders badge, and it's crappy they don't give a flock about current gen. Yeah, they're starting to get away from current gen. I'm just noticing. I mean, I'm gonna have to give up and go to next gen. Which I was gonna ask everybody. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer me to play current gen or next gen stuff? I need to practice next gen. It's also easier for me to do current gen because I have multiple Xboxes in my house that are current gen. I do have 2 next gen Xboxes, but I only have 1 set up. I need to get my second Series X. I bought 2 Series X's by accident. My wife pre-ordered one and got it, and I ordered one. We didn't know if we'd even get one. And I was going to sell it or give it away, and I ended up giving away Nintendo Switches. I do giveaways even before I became a streamer. I did yearly giveaways. I give away game consoles, mostly Nintendo Switches, to underprivileged families. And I try to give to kids especially, or families with kids. And so I ended up giving away Nintendo Switch, a couple of Nintendo Switches. But I ended up keeping that Series X. So I'm just going to use it in the basement. Right now I'm on my Xbox One X. I notice the Series X plays a little better, a little smoother. And no Danny Ferry. But let's see what we got here. What did we just finish off? Did we finish off the daily? Yes, we did. We finished off a daily, didn't we? Cool. So 29,175. Did we get Joakim Noah's done too? This out of position. Yep, we got the 800 for Noah. That's a good run, guys. That's a good run. We're at 29,000 XP. I think I did almost 20 or 30,000 XP today. That's a dub. A card like Cream is going to be able to curry slide. Well, actually, you cannot curry slide if you're over like 610 or something like that, the way that it goes. And honestly, don't get why cards other than Curry even get the slide. It's kind of lame. I know, they're just like placating to the community, I think. I got new next gen and still play current gen because next gen is trash. Yeah, next gen is hard to play for me too. I'm really struggling with it. Everyone's going crazy about it. I feel like there's 0 defense. The only thing that I do like about next gen is there's no speed boost. You know, there's no speed boost. But if you know how to speed boost, you just do it back to the person. Someone keeps speed boosting on you, just do it back to them until they stop. I tell guys like, hey, you're going to keep speed boost on me. I'm going to speed boost on you, and I play better defense. So, you know, that's how that goes a lot of times with people in 5v5. But I need to get on these here. I need to get this Bruce Bowen done. I need to get these challenges done because I really want to get John Wall myself. How many games do I got? 3, 6, 10. 21, 26, 32, 34, 40, 42, 44, 50, 56, 64. I need to play 64 more games. By the time I get him, it'll be irrelevant too. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see what I end up doing. But hey, juggling is so slow in battle next gen. I believe that. I believe that too. I believe that too. But hey, everybody, I really appreciate it. This is a great stream. We got some new people coming in. We got some old friends, some new friends. I really, really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for coming out. I hope it was entertaining. Hope it was fun. Hope the banter is nice. I hope I'm providing information that actually helps you. Ask me any and all questions you want about 2K. I'll answer if I can. I'll give my opinion if it's an opinionated thing. I'll give you resources, and you know, we just kind of go from there. So I'm gonna try to stream most days. There's gonna be a few days that I don't stream. Probably one day on the weekend that I won't stream. I'm not sure. Usually Saturdays I won't be streaming because I spend time with my daughters. But other days I'm gonna be available. I do work, so sometimes work in Orvine. Like last night I had work at 10 to like 1 a.m. So I streamed for like an hour and a half and then I had to get off. So I'm going to try to stream. I'm going to try to be out there. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. Hit me up. Talk to me. Let me know what's good. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a very blessed day. Be safe out there. Okay. Be blessed.